Hey guys, Odie here, and welcome to the Testing Chamber, a new game in the Test Trilogy that I'm just super excited to get into. Let's just play. Let's get right into it. Pre-game disclaimer. This experience is all about exploration and self-discovery. The Testing Chamber has many hidden mysteries to uncover, if you so choose to take advantage of all it has to offer. Sure. Each time you enter a new chamber, your progress will be saved and you'll be unable to return from whence you came. It's important to explore each area as much as you can while you can in order to get the most out of your experience. Some events throughout this experience can be unlocked through exploration and finding hidden pieces to the puzzles. If you move on from one area too quickly before finding these pieces, you may miss out on future opportunities to unlock secrets that you come across later. We urge you to choose your actions wisely. It is recommended that you play this game in the dark while wearing headphones for a full atmospheric effect and ambience. You may play using a controller, keyboard, or mouse. You may adjust your key bindings to as you see fit in the options menu. We hope you enjoy your journey as it unfolds, and we wish you safe travels through the testing chamber. Perfect. Memorial of the Fallen. So for those of you that don't know, this is based off of The Test, which is a game where it just tests you, and you have to figure out everything about yourself. And that's pretty much it. Cold wind blows, making the pouring rain much colder. The constant sting of heavy downpour is almost unbearable on your bones, as your tattered attire offers little protection from the harsh elements. Firelight flickers wildly in the distance, beckoning you onward. Alright, cool. Guess we can just go. Ugh, I'm a little skeleton. That's pretty cool. Eastern Path, Lady of the Scales, Western Path, Testing Chamber. Ooh, what's this? Barfly wings wanted. These winged beasts are unwelcomed plague in these lands. All barflies are to be captured and plucked apart on sight. What? Why? Why is that a thing that I have to do? Or why is that a thing that you do? That is pretty weird. Okay, what's this? A large stone mausoleum stands before you. A solid stone door guards the entrance. You get the sense that if you decide to venture forward, there may be no going back. What would you like to do? Walk away. Let's not go there. Oh, rest in peace. Mark Edwards. Forever loved, never forgotten. Rest in peace, Felix Arvids. Always in our minds, forever in our hearts. A wooden grave marker tethered with rope sits before you. What do you want to do? Read the grave marker. Here rests Sloth. Time waits for no one. Time will pass with or without you. In a year from now, you can be a year ahead, or you can look back at your life a year prior and find yourself standing in the same exact position that you are right now. You don't have to want to move forward, but you do have to move. Sloth, my friend, is the enemy of greatness. What? Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Sean Williams, you'll be eternally missed. Alright, well, thank you for that. That was great. I'm just gonna sprint around here and... Wait. Can I go this way too? Like the mausoleum? What? What's this way then? What's this? Sculpture of a woman holding a set of golden scales stands tall before you. As you gaze upon the architecture, you begin to get the sense that a lack of balance between the scales represents something within yourself. Okay. Anything else? No? Ooh, what's this? Sprinkling light radiates from the crystallized object nestled amongst the flowers. What would you like to do? Sure, let's take the object. Reach out and grab the twinkling object. It appears to be an encrusted flower petal, crystallized and preserved over time. You have acquired crystalline petal. I see a kitty! You see a shadowy visage of royalty appear briefly out of the corner of your eye. You hear a faint whisper on the wind. She loves me. The visage disappears just as quickly as it came. Okay. Hey, kitty. This small cat-like creature wandering about aimlessly. What'd you like to do? Pet the kitty! Reach out and inspect the tags that are securely fastened to the collar of the animal. It reads the name Lily Lils. You give Lily Lils a gentle pat on the head. Aww. Aww, look at that kitty. Come here. Can I pet it again? Yeah. Again? Oh, a little pat on the head. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, well, how about this now? Can I use the pedal on it? How do I use the pedal? Useful items? Artifacts? Relics? Secrets? Use it. Nope, guess I can't use it. Well, that's cool and all. There's gotta be... They said that I have to do everything in an area. Can I inspect all this stuff? Like these flowers? Tree? Oh, butterfly! Flowers near you. I guess. Pluck the wings. You begin to pull apart the wings of the butterfly and stuff them in a small wooden lockbox for safekeeping. Why did you love that? Learn to let go of things that no longer serve you for a positive purpose, for it becomes the burden of dead weight that you shall carry within from one problem to the next. Thumping noise can be heard coming from the wooden lockbox as if something is trying to escape from within. What? Okay. Can I throw the butterfly wings in there? Useful items? Use them. Nope, I guess I can't do that. Huh. What else am I missing? Was there more butterfly? Hey, kitty. You want these butterflies? Alright, you get the sense that if you decide to venture forward, might not be coming back. Alright, let's go back. You said might, not that we won't. Open the door. You give the heavy stone door a solid push as it begins to open. Cool. The darkness emanating from the mausoleum is impenetrable. Something beckons you from within. Sure. Entrance to the testing chamber. Oh hey, it's a cool old night, dude. The pungent smell of dirt and trapped rainwater floods the cavern. You descend a rope into the unknown. Your game has been successfully saved. What happens if I go back up? Oh, I can't. I see. Ooh, pickaxe. Can I have that? A rusted mining pickaxe leans gently against the cavern wall. The handle is splintered and weak. The tool has surely seen better days, but its purpose has been served well. That's cool. It's back here. Unmined ore vein protrudes from the cavern floor. Glimmers of copper shine there between the dirt and rock. Okay. There's gotta be secrets here too, right? Ooh, butterfly. Yep. Get it. It appears to have a broken wing. You've acquired butterfly wings. Others won't remember the most beautiful face, nor the most beautiful body. At the end of the day, they'll remember the most beautiful heart and soul. Oh, so I guess I'm not supposed to do that. Nothing is left here but a pile of processed stone and dirt. This vein has been stripped of all potential value. What is this? A twinkling light radiates from a crystallized object. Yeah, take it. What was it? It appears to be encrusted flower petal. Sure. The shy visage of royalty appears briefly once again. Here's same faint whisper just as before. She loves me. No, oh, she loves me not. Oh, that's not nice. And once again, the visage disappears in shadows from whence it came. Cool. What's this? Wide array of potions and elixirs fill the shelves, though they appear to be far past their expiration dates. What is this? A plethora of old books like the dusty wooden shelves. Most pages are disconnected from spines, and the ink on the parchment has become ineligible and lost to time. Anything about these? Yeah. There's no breeze. What do you mean there's no breeze in here? You're going crazy. There's no breeze. Hi, guy. Malachus. You've come a long way to find this place, wanderer. Let's hope your search is not in vain. Behind me lies the testing chamber. If you wish to enter, I must warn you first. Upon entry, you will not be able to return. You will go deeper, and deeper, and deeper into the chamber. You will wander. You will search. You will be watched, and you will be judged. And as you delve deeper, you'll be unable to return from whence you came. But most importantly, you'll have the opportunity to find the answers you seek. However, all knowledge comes with a price. And you must reveal the darkest secrets you hold dear to an unseen force, to which you know nothing about. Only then will you gaze upon the reflection of your soul. Remember to take your time, explore every inch, every corner, every dark crevice that exists within. Whatever you decide to do in the testing chamber will be exactly what you get out. Now go, Wanderer. Enter the testing chamber and claim what belongs to you. Goodbye, Malachus! Bye! There's only one way but forward. Actually, we could go backwards too, but... oh, well, that's fine. You're about to enter the testing chamber. You'll be asked to make decisions and choices that cannot be undone. And in time, you'll be asked a series of questions in which you must provide the darkest truths. Your honesty is of grave importance. For if you cheat your way through the testing chamber, the only person you'll be cheating is yourself. And all you guys. So, hopefully I am completely honest. I'm going to try my best to be 100% honest, but maybe I don't even know myself. I don't know. Alright, anyway, you'll be asked to carry out a series of tasks. Some of these tasks will be rather simple. Some of these tasks will have you questioning yourself, questioning your morals, and above all else, questioning your resolve. Most important thing to remember is to take your time. Do not rush. Keep your eyes peeled and senses alert for secrets hiding in plain sight. Testing chamber is home to many hidden events, unique experiences, and unknown entities. And before I let you go, just know this. Every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you, Wanderer. Did you sing that to me? Did you sing that to me? Please tell me you did. I really hope you sung that to me. May your journey be filled with the answers you seek. I didn't know I was seeking answers, but maybe we'll find the answers I didn't know I needed. Firelight flickers in the distance. You're unsure where you are, but you get the sense that perhaps you shouldn't be here. Your game has been saved. Cool. What is this? Old journal made from thick animal skin parchment sits atop a wooden table. It has a list of questions with blank spaces for answers to be written. What would you like to do? Sure. You begin to read questions from the journal. You ink your answers upon the pages using a vial of crimson liquid that stands next to the book. Do you have any obsessions that you consider to be unhealthy? Like, I have hobbies. I have hobbies that can be expensive. I like to play card games. I wouldn't consider it to be unhealthy because I know when not to get cards and such. So yeah, I'd say no. I'd say no. I don't. If you're on a jury, would you be willing to convict someone of a crime that you feel shouldn't even be illegal? Oh, that's tough. Like, I know, isn't it? I might be wrong, but isn't it illegal to do that yourself? But that shouldn't be. It's your choice whether they should be prosecuted or not. No. If they're doing something I genuinely feel is just and right, I don't feel like action should be taken against them. If one of your vital organs was damaged beyond repair and one of your closest family members offered to give you a transplant, however it would mean sacrificing their life in the process to do so, would you accept? This is getting so tough already. Oh god. Oh boy. I'm not sure if this is like the test where you're supposed to... I think you're supposed to come up with the scenarios in your head. What I'd assume is I am one of the youngest in my family. And if anybody was to volunteer that, I assume it would be some of the older people in my family kind of on their last legs. I wouldn't even say that, just kind of... I'm not sure, would it... I wouldn't want to, but the logical side of me would say that would make sense. Would be, I still have a lot more life ahead of me than a lot of my family. As much as a jerk answer would be, I feel like genuinely yes. I wouldn't want to die. But I feel like it would mess me up for life. If you were offered one item of your choosing, whatever it is you'd wish it to be, but in order to obtain it, you had to put on 100 pounds of body weight and then lose all 100 pounds the next year. Would I do it? Absolutely. Absolutely. For one item of my choosing, whatever it is, you could choose anything you wanted. Yeah. Gain 100 pounds and lose 100 pounds. it doesn't really say there's a downside. You might not get it if you don't take off the 100 pounds, but like, why not? Yes. If you knew that the love of your life would get dementia and lose all memory of who you were in 5 years from now, would you continue to pursue a relationship with them at least up until they've forgotten who you were? That is... Gosh, I didn't expect this game to be that tough. If they were gonna ask me... Well, I don't... Gosh, that's so tough. I would love to, but it's kind of like that... Wouldn't it then be impossible to live your life with them for the rest of your life? Like, to grow old with the love of your life and everything, and... It would just be pushing yourself into a heartbreak. And I feel like it would be best to try to ease your heart out of it before you have to deal with that. Because, you know, inevitably you're going to be hurt beyond repair. So I feel like you should get out of that situation before you absolutely destroy yourself. Would you trade everything you have in life as it currently stands for a brand new life of your choosing? No. I made mistakes in my life. I made great choices in my life. I would not change any of that because life isn't right if it's not because of the choices that you made. Absolutely not. Would you consider yourself to be warm-hearted? Ah, that's tough. I'd give it like a 50-50 to anybody I care about. Like, all my friends, all my family. They could give me a call right now. I'd drop everything I'm doing to be there for them in anything that they need. So in that sense, yes. But it takes quite a while for me to get there. I'm not completely trusting, but is it asking if I'm warm-hearted towards the right people? Yes. I'd say yes on that, because absolutely I care about those extremely that are close to me. So yes, I would say that. Do I believe I have a dark mind? Yes, but also no. I have a very realist point of view on the world and how I look at things, which the world can be a dark place, but I always look at it through a optimistic lens, per se. Like, yeah, the world sucks sometimes, but I always try to look at it in a good way. But it doesn't stop the fact that, yeah, oftentimes if you look at things a realistic way, it's pretty dark. But it's all about how you try to perceive that. So I'd say yes. Would you say you have a dark sense of humor? Absolutely yes. Absolutely. Child-friendly channel, but absolutely in here. Yes. Yes. If an alien race took over planet Earth, would you join them and betray the human race if it meant your survival? That's kind of... No. I don't think so. Yeah, no. Not on that one. I wouldn't trust them because I would lose all of my loved ones and everyone I know. So, yeah, no. Would you consider yourself to be a loyal person? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. If I care about you, you're close to me, 100%. 100%. Do you believe that freedom is the most important aspect of life? The 100%... Do I believe it's extremely important? Yes. But do I believe it's the most important aspect? No. I personally believe that the most important aspect of life is life itself. Is just being alive and being able to experience that. Like, a lot of people talk about nobody wishes to be born into the world. That's true, but you wouldn't be able to experience anything, like good or bad, if you aren't born in this life. And I feel like that is absolutely just the most miraculous thing ever. Like, whether it be just touching your skin or anything, just being able to experience life itself. I feel like that's the most important. Oh shoot, I clicked yes. No, go back, go back, go back. Shoot, what? No, what did I click yes to? No. Ah, shoot. Okay, whatever. Do you ever wonder if there's someone out there who's almost exactly like you in nearly every conceivable way? I do think about that. You know, for some reason when I was younger, I always used to think that everybody in the world had somebody that was identical to them. I don't know why, what threw that in my mind, but that some in my mind, there was always one person in the world, just one person for each person that was like their twin, identical in every way. But I do wonder that. Do you ever get the sense that you're being watched, even when you're certain that you're alone? No, not really. Not really. You finish inking your final answer in a journal. Crimson ink swirls around new symbols on pages where you provide your answer. Oh! I don't know why I clicked for the other ones. Final page of the journal appears to be considerably torn. It also seems made of different parchment material than the rest of the journal. Perhaps this will be of use. You have acquired torn journal page. Your decisions have been noted. The mark has been left. How do you feel, Wanderer? What is it like to traverse these halls? Perhaps I should ask you a question once again, once you've seen what's in store for you. Okay. If it's missing a few of its legs, then... yeah. Gosh. Sometimes life refuses to give you things you wish for. It's not always because you don't deserve them. Oftentimes it's because you deserve better and you just can't see what life has in store for you. It gives its life for you, Wanderer. Dusty old clock sits on the wall. The hands of the clock is stopped and frozen on 1:11. What is this? Rotten carcass of swine rests atop the table. It appears only to be half cooked as baked meat mixes with rotten decayed flesh. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Another one? You've acquired a crystalline petal! Hi! She loves me! Goodbye! Okay. What's that? Dusty leather pouch resides here. What would you like to do? Reach into the bag. A wisdom token. It floats into your pocket as if it belongs to you. Oh, your decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. Stone statue of a veiled woman stands before you. Lay a token at the feet of the statue. Sure. You lay a token at the statue's feet. You hear a voice echo in your mind. Attraction plants the seed. Reflection grows our desire. Mirror the things we need. Flourish into what we admire. You've paid tribute and received a blessing of wisdom. Your decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. You hear glass shatter in the distance. What's up with this? Large crack lines stone wall. Minor degradation taken hold of the foundation and pillars holding this room up. Hi. You gaze deeply into the mirror. Something begins to pull you in. Oh! The halls of purgatory. Oh, this looks great. You've somehow managed to find your way behind the mirror. How you've gotten here is beyond your understanding. But more important question you must ask yourself is, just how are you going to find your way out? I thought there is no way out. The game has been saved. As odd as it may seem, the welcome sight of a blood-soaked bed that rests on dirty floor in the corner is almost comforting. Though it's probably best not to rest in a place like this. Can I inspect these, or... they're all just arrows? How do I get over there? Kitty! How do I get over there? Was there a way around? Oh, there was! Butterfly? Flares near you. It gives off some mysterious glow. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I can't... I never really messed with bugs like that in my childhood anyway. I just can't do it anymore. Like, no. I can't. No. No more. I'm done. I'm done. Or should I hide? Secrets in the game, or the game is just wanting me to do what means the most to me. She loves me not. Okay. I can't. I can't do it. Nope. Not even for the secrets. Help. Oh, bloodstained altar stands before you. What would you like to do? Read from the diary. Your decision has been noted. The mark has been left. First entry. We all go frantic. We begin to panic. Impending doom looming over us now. Antagonistic antics. We grow manic. We spiral as we plummeted towards the ground. We pray for the winged ones to come and save us from our fall. We pray for the watchful ones to guide us before we lose it all. We pray for sickness, health, greed, and wealth. Mercy or reprieve. All of our prayers we shout in vain to a God whom we don't believe. But we must ask this of you before you decide to go. There's one thing we wonder, desperately wishing to know. Just what would you do if only you knew that the God you don't believe in doesn't believe in you? Signed, the Madman. Uh-huh. Is that gonna... There's probably like a hidden message in there or something. Not just like the meaning, but I mean like a literal hidden message. Probably. I don't know. Small rusty key rests on the page of the diary. Cool. What's this? You know, it's a small cat-like creature wandering about aimlessly. Pet the kitty! Alright. Libby Lib. Aww. Libby Lib, a gentle pat on the head. Aww. Cute little kitty. Alright. Let's do this. Come on. I don't know what it wants me to do. Does it... We'll see if it wants me to go down. The stillness. The silence. The abyssal darkness in the depths below. You wonder how deep it goes. You hear what sounds like breathing down below, as if there's something lurking in the darkness. You can't help but wonder just what might be gazing back at you from below. What would you like to do? Feed the maw? You hold not what the abyss desires. Your attempt has been noted. Huh. What does the abyss desire? I don't really want to walk in there. Before he stands that old iron gate. You try to open it, but I won't budge. You don't curly... I'm pretty sure I do have the means. Your action has been noted. What? I'm pretty sure I do. What? What do you mean? I do. Fine. We'll go in the maw. Whatever. Let's go. The stillness, yes. The silence, yes. Abyssal darkness and depths below. All right. Wonder how deep it goes. Let's find out. Let's just jump. Just jump. Yep. Decision has been noted. Did I jump? Yep. Okay. And we're going down. Perfect. You foolishly leap into the abyss. You're not following. You're floating in nothingness. You can't see anything. You can't taste, smell, or even feel anything at all. The only thing that you can hear is the sound of your soul being slowly masticated, devoured by every regret you've ever had. Endless potential picked apart and swallowed by the fears that consume you. Ugh! Stop it! Oh. Well, it's a good thing I'm a skeleton. Your recklessness will be your eternal suffering. You cannot put a leash on your impulsiveness. You will leap blindly again and again and again until there's nothing left worth saving. Is this life you wished for? Is this all you wanted it to be? We both know the answer to these questions, Wanderer. I was just curious. There's no other option, so... Is that what it's telling me to do, is just keep jumping and jumping and jumping? Well, I won't. Can I go through here now? I don't currently have means... What is the point of this key? Why can't I use it? Huh. Oh, there was a chest. Oh. Duh. Oh my goodness. Use the key open. Inside chest, a dark and vile bubbling black liquid. It disappears within a blink of an eye and somehow manages to find itself securely in the palm of your hand. You've acquired Decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. I take it I can use it on the whole or this. I'm just gonna use it on this. You throw the bottle of corrosive at the iron gate. Disintegrates before your eyes. Your decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. What is this? A blood-soaked doll sits in the corner of the room. Her eyes fixate on you and seem to follow wherever you move. It almost looks as though its head moves slightly, but it could just be your mind playing tricks on you. Upon closer inspection, you notice the doll is wearing a ring around one of her bloody fingers. What would Jake do? I feel like it'll be useful. Dolly's ring. Okay. I swear if it comes after me. I don't know if I can actually die in this game or not, but we'll see. Help? Old noose sits on the table. Thick layers of dried blood coat the dusty rope. Flakes of crimson begin to crumble off the noose and into your hands, absorbing sweat and melding to your fingers like thick, sticky paint. What'd you like to do? Oh, what the heck? Sure, take it with me. Don't just hang it. What? Why? Says it has been noted. Why? Is that an option just to end the game right there? What the heck? An old journal made from thick animal skin parchment. Alright, let's fill in the answers. Yep, the Crimson Vial. Yep. Do you have a favorite number? Yes. Yes, I do. I will not... I'll see if any of you guys can guess what my favorite number is. I'll see what you guys can guess. Do you have a favorite color? Yes. Actually, no, I'll let you guys know. It's 72. 72, don't know why. It's... Actually, I do know why. I have a story for this one. I was in math class, just nodding off, just not paying attention, falling asleep in class. I think this is like in 8th grade, and we were doing some crazy stuff. I can't remember. We were doing some math that I didn't know what was going on. It was some complicated stuff for 8th grade for me. My brain didn't work. Anyway, teacher goes, "Hey, what's the answer?" And I just go, "What? 72. And she goes, "I didn't know you were paying attention." And lo and behold, the answer actually was 72, and thus it became my favorite number. Favorite color? It's red. Red is absolutely my favorite color. Do you have any superstitions you genuinely believe? No, I don't really believe in superstition. Life is short. Do you agree with the statement? Absolutely. Have you ever cut anyone out of your life completely? Like, I've grown apart from people, but I don't think I've cut anybody out completely. Like, I always believe people deserve second chances if they want them. Yeah, I don't think I have. Have you ever felt like you deserved a second chance? Well, of course. I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. Do you believe that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to? That's where the whole realism versus optimism comes in. To where, do I believe that if I said today, I want to become the president, do I genuinely believe I could do that? No. But do I believe there's like... I believe yes, within reason. That's a very tough question. Like, yes, anything you put your mind to, within reason. Like, you can't just say something completely out there like, I want to be an astronaut. Like, actually, I don't know how hard becoming an astronaut is. But I feel like being an adult now, it's a little late to follow that path. It might not be, but I don't know. It's just anything within reason. I'll say no because it's saying anything. I believe it's anything within reason. If it's a reasonable accomplishment, then I believe, yes, anything you put your mind to in that sense, you absolutely can. But I do not believe you can just pick anything, like, completely random, like, and just expect that'll happen. You can give it your all, and that's all you can do. And I'll say no, but it's very close. Would you say you put a high personal value on family? Absolutely yes. Have you ever felt unloved? There have been times in my life where I felt very lonely, and I'm past all those times in my life. But have I ever felt that way? Yes. Was it reasonable? No. Have you ever felt unwanted? That goes same with that. Do you ever wonder if anyone is thinking about you? Curiosity? I guess I've like, I mean, now that I think about it, I'm thinking it, but that's not really something I really think about. Is I don't really mind what other people really think of me. I've always just kind of lived my own life, and the only thing that really matters for your, like, health and everything is to make sure you're happy and everything up here and in here. You don't need others for that. You have to love yourself before you can love others, and that's what I believe. But oh, gosh, does it mean before? If it's talking about before, no, but now I am. Just because of that question, no, that's not something I wonder. Do you think about others often? Not as much as I should. Not as much as I should. Again, what I said is, I have to make sure I'm good up here before I can take care of others. Because you can't take care of somebody if you're in a bad spot yourself. So, often, not really. Do I still? Yes, if somebody needs care, I will care. If somebody's in a bad spot, I do think about them. But just out of nowhere, no, not really. Would you say you're a considerate person? Yeah, no, like, if anybody needs help, I'm always there for my friends and everything. Yes, I would say that. Do you ever feel like others don't always consider your feelings? Nobody always does. I feel like that's true. Do you ever feel undervalued? Not really. I don't really feel undervalued. Like, heck, I do YouTube, and I don't have many subscribers. Like, I have a lot, don't get me wrong. I'm at, like, almost 300 now, and a lot of people have commented and such on the channel, just saying, like, oh, you deserve so much more, like, whatever. I don't feel any of that is not true or anything. Like, yes, there's that part of me that wants to grow stuff like this, but I feel like just seeing stuff from you guys and just having our community, I feel extremely valued there. You don't need a ton of people to care about you just to feel cared about, like, or valued. Like, I bring entertainment and happiness to, even if it's just one person, I feel valued. So I'd say no. Fish inking. Okay. Alright. File page. Considerably torn. Different parchment material than the rest of the journal. Okay. Torn journal page. Great. Decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. Can I go through there? I feel like Dolly's gonna be there. Oh, is this at 111? Okay. 222. Huh. Okay. Wait, what does that say? Oh, well, I can't actually inspect that. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, I have regrets. I have regrets. Okay. Stillness. Silence. Yep. Yeah. Okay, you wonder how deep it goes. Okay, yep. Perfect. What might be gazing back at you? Can I try feeding it? Feed it. You toss the noose into the maw. It quakes feverishly with hunger. The abyssal appetite of the gaping maw is unsated. It wants more. It always wants more. Endless, unfillable void that consumes you in every single way imaginable. Oh! Living is the hardest thing we'll ever choose to do, Wanderer. Your decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. You find yourself in an unknown chamber. A sense of calm washes over you, though you're unsure of whether or not to trust in that brief and fleeting comfort. Your game has been successfully saved. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Fill in the blank answers. You begin to read the questions from the journal. You ink your answers upon the pages using crimson, yep. Would you say you have an addictive personality? No. Would you consider yourself be impulsive at times? Absolutely. I do have my impulsive moments. Absolutely. Would you consider yourself be abnormal? No. But I don't really believe anybody is abnormal. Because everybody's different. So I don't believe there's really such thing as abnormal, because being normal is just what we pick is the norm. So no. To your knowledge, have you been tricked and deceived by someone you care for? Of course. Would you say you sometimes have a difficult time letting things go? As much anymore? Not really. Like, I've had times, yeah, where whether it be like betrayals or just bad things happening, like taking a while to let stuff go. Yeah, I wouldn't say. Do you forgive easily? Oh, that's tough. I'd say, yeah, I forgive easily. I've always believed in forgive someone, but don't forget. Like, don't forget what they did, because I don't believe in I will forgive you, but if you proceed to do it again, I will not. So that's kind of like, I'll say, in my head, this is talking about the first time. And the first time, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a liar? No. I absolutely hate lying. It is like one of my number one things. When someone lies to you, does it feel like an insult to your intelligence? I guess, like, overall, just lying is like one of my number one things. I don't, I don't know. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Does it feel like, sure. It's just overall terrible in every way. Would you consider yourself to be a realist? Yes. Do you have nightmares often? It's off and on. And what's considered nightmares has changed a lot. I don't really have like abnormal nightmares. Like, a lot of my nightmares are like set in like realistic ways, to where it's not like, oh, spooky monster. It's do I have them often? It's in spurts. Like, I'll have a lot and then I won't and then I will. I'd say no, because as of right now, I've been having some pretty awesome dreams. Say you enjoy sleep? Like, it feels nice. Yeah, I like sleep. Do you ever wish you didn't have sleep? Absolutely, because, you know, half your life you spend sleeping, so absolutely, I would love to just live my life 24/7 without having to worry about sleep. Would you consider yourself to be an anxious person? Again, kind of used to be more of an anxious person, but as of right now, I'd say no. Would you consider yourself to have a depressive personality? No. Would you consider yourself to be traumatized from past events that have occurred in your life? I'd say no, because I feel that everything that happens in your life, it's what you choose to take from it, whether it's something bad happening to you or anything bad. You can choose to let it hurt you, and this is just me, I understand not everybody thinks this way, but for me, I believe anything bad that's happened to me in my life, I can just choose to take positive out of it by knowing what not to do and how not to make others feel. So, do I feel I'm traumatized? No. I feel like anything bad that happens in my life will only make me a better person for others. Alright, grab that journal page. Decision has been noted. Nope, not going for any more of the butterflies. Sealed envelope sits atop a wooden table. Sure. Reveal what's inside. It's a handwritten letter addressed to seemingly no one. It reads, "To whomever this may concern. I came here looking for answers. What I found, however, was far more than I had bargained for. I urge you to turn back now and leave this place, for it has already claimed too many desperate souls, seeking answers to questions that ought not to be asked. If I can do one good deed with the last moments of my life, then let it be with this warning for the next poor unfortunate soul who may find themselves wandering these halls. Turn back now. Sometimes questions are better left unanswered. Signed, a friend." Well, I kind of fell down like a giant maw, so I don't think I can just go, I'm just gonna walk through the air back up. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that at all. But thanks for the offer. You put back. Cool. What's that? Crystal ball. What'd you like to do? Peer into it. Gaze deeply in the crystal ball. Begins to radiate a dull light. Something deep within the crystal ball begins to rise to the surface. A wisdom token. Cool. Acquired a wisdom token. Decision has been noted. Sound of a door unlocking can be heard in the distance. What is that? Leafy plant sits on a table in the corner. You notice a four-leaf clover sitting among the leaves of the plant. Sure. Let's take the clover. Let's take a lucky clover. I'm not really a big person that believes in luck and everything, but just in case, of course, always, there's that part of me that's like, yeah, not really like realistically, but yeah, sure. And plus, it's just rare and cool. She loves me. She does love you, Mr. King. A large, heavy chair sits against stone wall. It appears to be made of clay and feels cold to the touch. Alright. What happens by pier? Oh, nope, okay. With an iron handle. Once you venture through a door, Wanderer, you'll be unable to return. Make sure you're ready, and tread carefully. Yeah, sure, let's go. Why can't I just, like, open it and look, and then go to the other one, open it and look? A familiar room surrounds you. Yeah, it brings on an unfamiliar feel. Your game has been saved. Well, yeah, of course it brings on an unfamiliar feel, because it looks... It has its same design, but it has different stuff. What's this? Various notes are scattered across the table. Though, upon closer inspection, they appear to be written in a strange language you've never seen before. Cool. Let's answer some more questions. An old journal made from thick animal skin parchment. Okay. Fill in the blank in. Alright. What we have. Come on. Yep. Have you ever felt like your friends and family have been keeping things from you? Yeah, I felt like that in the past before. Have you ever felt lost in life? Absolutely. Are you confident in your ability to lead people in a successful direction if the choice required it? Absolutely. I would say I'm a confident person for that. Would you sometimes consider yourself to be a follower? No. Have you ever dreamt of being a hero? Being a hero? If we're talking literal dreams, yeah, but I guess all I really care about is just being happy in life, and being a hero? No, not really. Have you ever considered being a villain? No. Have you ever hurt someone's feelings unintentionally? Yes. Have you ever hurt someone's feelings on purpose? Even if I feel bad, like, looking back on, like, stuff I've done as a kid, because that's when it was. Yeah, I have, and I feel like that's something that you learn from, is that horrible feeling of hurting somebody's feelings, and then you realize, like, that feels terrible, and that's when you learn not to ever do it again. So, but honestly, yes. Would you consider yourself to be an artist of some sort? Well, I'd say so. I'd say making these videos is considered a form of art, like all the editing that goes involved. So yeah, I'd say of some sort, yeah. Do you feel respect in your day-to-day life? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be scarred? Scarred? No. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes. Do you believe in perfection? No. If you knew your significant other was going to die, would you tell them? No. I don't think I... Well, it depends. Like, we're all gonna die. But if, let's say, I knew they were gonna die tomorrow, or in a week, or whatever it may be, I wouldn't want that. Well, I wouldn't want to say anything, because I wouldn't want them to live their final days, like, absolutely just in fear, and no, I wouldn't. Have you ever trusted someone with your darkest secret? I'll be honest, I'm not a very secretive person, so I'll say yes, but I don't think I really have really dark secrets. Yeah, I don't believe I really do, so... Yep, different material. Alright, torn journal page, thank you. You know, for some reason, I'm able to make it through these, and nobody else has been able to. That's pretty crazy. What is it at? 444, okay. One chest, locked and chained shut. Handprint appears to be carved on each side of the chest, along with a set of words. 2 words are as follows. Dream and nightmare. What would you like to do? Rest your hand on the dream. Chain breaks a large metal clank. The contents of the chest are yours for the taking. Angel's feather. You have made your decision, Wanderer. Keep this with you as you continue your journey, for it will be important as you gaze upon your reflection. Oh. Oh, is the mirror over here? Oh. She loves me not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. King. Alright. What is it? Oh, that's the cross, right? Read the grave marker. Yeah. That was the one for... No, it was sloth before. Lust would choose to keep the body and get rid of the soul. Love would choose to keep it and happily accept whatever body comes with it. There exist a few diseases quite so destructive as lust. Okay. So, alright. Place it. Play a token. You hear a voice echo in your mind. It is best to judge one by the questions they ask, rather than the answers they give. Wow, that's pretty deep right there. So I have a door. Alright, let's go through here again. Yep, open the door, let's go. Faint growl can be heard briefly in the distance. Fades just as quickly as it came, and you wonder if you even heard it at all. It's been saved. Cool, let's just do this. Yeah, let's answer the questions. Would you consider yourself to have a great deal of empathy? No. I think that's as blunt as I could be with that, is that I'd say that's one of my flaws as a person, is I am not the most empathetic person. Like, I really care for people. I really do, but I'm not very empathetic towards people. But I'm always there for them if they need me. It's hard for that to make... It might make sense, but do I absolutely care about them? Yes, but am I empathetic? Not really, no. Would you consider yourself to be a romantic soul? Depending on the day of the week, yeah. Like, I mean, I believe in having, like, a good old date night and making it all romantic and such, and I also believe in... I want to sit down and watch some TV, or, like, I mean... Yeah, I'd say... Even a romantic soul isn't always romantic. Do you ever make reckless decisions that you later end up regretting? Of course! Would you consider yourself to be nosy? Of course. That's another one of the things, is I'm always curious. I hate secrets. I always like to know what's going on around me. I don't like being in the dark. So, yeah, I would say that. You ever sing when no one's listening? Heck, I sing when people are listening, yeah. Do you ever feel like you can't be yourself in front of others? No, because I believe if people can't accept me for me, they're people I wouldn't really want to be around anyway, so no. Do you trust everyone in your social circle entirely? In my social circle? I'd say no, because trust is very, very important to me, and it's like one of the most important things for me, and you can be in a social circle by barely being there, and that's not time to completely trust someone. So yeah, I can hang out with people, but I don't completely trust them yet, no. Would you say you've had a happy childhood? Without going into too much, I'd say no. But it's led to me having a very happy life. Could you be happy in life even if no one knew who you were? Yes. As long as I'm happy with myself, that's what matters first. Are you happy being a performer for a living? Yeah, I'm happy doing this. I'm happy doing this. Do you typically avoid big parties or social gatherings? I don't really avoid them, just sometimes I'm in the mood and sometimes I'm not. I wouldn't say I typically avoid them, it's more like 50-50. Do certain words make you uncomfortable? No, it takes quite a bit to make me uncomfortable. Do you enjoy solving riddles? I'll take riddles and puzzles, and it depends on the context. In my own time, do I like looking at stuff and just trying to solve it? Absolutely, but when I'm recording and such, and I'm just like staring at it, I'm like, what do I do? I'm not really enjoying that as much, so I'll say no. Do you ever look for the deeper meaning in things? Absolutely. Do you ever suffer from auditory hallucinations? No. You finish inking. Yep. Okay. Cerebrally torn. Torn journal page. That's awesome. Wait. TTT. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Tired scrolls? Read the scrolls, sure. You're interrupted by the sound of a monstrous guttural bellow coming from the very wall that surrounds you. Perhaps these scrolls aren't meant to be read from. Help? Oh, that looks like acid or something. A twinkling light radiates from a crystallized object. This pile of green ooze slowly nearing the object, but has not yet made physical contact. Take the object, yeah. She loves me. She loves me. Yep. Good job, Mr. King. Alright, help. 3 bloody bears sitting in a row. Who they belong to? Where are they to go? Red's missing an eye, which makes it hard to see. Blue's missing a mouth, which makes it hard to breathe. Black's missing a heart, which makes it hard to care. As 3 bloody arrows reveal the 3 bloody bears. Okay. What'd you like to do? Hard to see, breathe. The only way to fix the heart is to care. So I'm gonna care. You're gonna be a Care Bear in no time. Feel something hard protruding from its abdomen. Put your hand to the bear's stomach. A wisdom token. Oh! Okay. It's perfect. Yeah, let's go this one. They had the clock by it, so I take it that's the one I'm supposed to go to. No. Not this again. No. Not this. Nuh-uh. Your sounds of flesh being ripped from bone, pulled apart, devoured somewhere in the room. Seems to be coming from a darkened corner of the chamber, just out of firelight. And there's the growl. Ugh. Stand perfectly still as not to draw attention to yourself as you listen attentively. I can't move. Oh. Chewing abruptly ceases and something seems to be shining in the distance. It catches your eye briefly before fading. Saved. Okay. I saw the butterfly. Alright, let's fill in the answers. Yep. Do you believe that you do enough to help others in need? I believe so, yes, whereas other people may think not. Because I am there for others and I'll help them where I believe it is, like, necessary, but I'll let people solve a lot of their problems for themselves because I believe that's just kind of the way you go through life, is to understand how to, you have to learn to be able to take care of yourself. So I am there when somebody genuinely, like, needs it, but just willy-nilly, no. I do believe I help where it's needed. Do you believe that you can rely on those around you to take care of you if need be? Now, if we're talking about me getting hurt or anything to where I can't, absolutely, I believe so. I 100% trust those closest to me. I would 100% trust. Do you ever see things that aren't really there? No. Have you ever been woken up from a deep sleep from the sensation of falling? All the time, yes. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Do you agree with the statement? No. No. Like, I genuinely believe, like, if something's, like, really crazy, terrifying happening to you, or if you're in genuine danger, like, fear is there for a reason. So, yeah. I don't believe fear itself. No. I believe there are genuine things to fear, you know, things that are, like, threatening your life. No. Have you lied to someone within the last week? No. Do you sometimes make promises that you just can't keep? Absolutely. I believe everybody has. That's why I don't really promise anything to anyone. I will say I will try my best, because you genuinely can't always control what happens. You can't control what happens in life. I could promise someone, like, hey, I'll be there tomorrow. And then what if I got in a car crash? Well, then I wouldn't have kept my promise. So I'd say absolutely not anymore. But would you consider yourself to have a guilty conscience? No. Do you often worry about others? Again, I don't find myself always worrying about others. No. Do others often worry about you? I don't know. When I say often, no, because I don't believe I often need to be worried about. Have you ever trusted someone entirely without question? Have I ever? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be emotional? Not really. I try to stay primarily more rested in realism and such, but happy. So I wouldn't say... I don't focus on that too much. Let's see. Do you feel the presence of someone in the room with you even when you're alone? No. Do you believe that everything in life will work out exactly the way it's supposed to? No. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. Oh, now I do. Really? You're gonna do that? Nice. That was messed up. That was messed up. That wasn't around me, though. That was coming from the game. That was coming from the headphones. That wasn't coming from around here, so... It's kind of an oxymoron right there. That doesn't even make sense. Ooh, twinkling. Slight glimmer. Inspect the glimmer. Grab the glimmering object. caked in dirt. What is it? Wisdom token. Nice, I have 2 of those now. Alright, what's this? Dusty clock. The hands of the clock have stopped on 1:20. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Twinkling light. Sure. She loves me not. It's okay. It's okay, Mr. King. Small ritualistic altar. Coin sit amongst. Okay, among the coins, yes, there's one in particular that's only half of a coin. Yeah, I'll find the other half. Let's do this. Stone statue of a veiled woman stands tall before you. Her eyes fixated on you. What'd you like to do? Lay a token. Sure. Echo in your mind. Character and reputation are 2 different things. Pay attention to your character, for that is what you are. Your reputation, however, is what others think of you. You'd be wise to pay attention to the difference. Of course. You've paid tribute and received blessing and wisdom. Okay, that is just a fact. What's up with this? Skeletal remains what appears to be a recent snack for some voracious creature. Torn pieces of flesh. The bloody remains emit a great deal of warmth, which suggests that this unfortunate victim was eaten while they were still alive, most likely within mere minutes of your arrival in this chamber. Nice. Yep, old handle, wooden door. Alright, let's go. The leftovers. Oh, great. Putrid stench emanating from somewhere in the room permeates your nostrils and makes you retch violently. Game has been saved. Alright, let's do this. Answer questions. Yep. Read questions from the journal. Yank your answers among the pages. Yep. Would you consider yourself to be reserved? My first answer would be yes, which I'm probably gonna stick with. I like hanging out with people and anything, but I don't mind being alone. I don't mind it. I am happy with myself. I do like being around others, yes, but it is not required for me, so I'd say yes. Would you consider yourself to be unstable at times? No, not really. Do you ever feel like you're constantly having to defend yourself to others? No. Have you ever stood up to someone who you probably shouldn't have? No, I feel like anything like that. No. Has anyone ever stood up to you during a time where you were in the wrong? Like, has anybody ever called me out for doing something wrong? Yes. Would you give up your life to save someone else's even if that person might not deserve it? No. As dark as that sounds, I do really care about my life, and especially if someone might not deserve it. Like, I mean, I don't, there's no way to really justify that other than no. Do you value other people's happiness over your own? No. Would you consider yourself to be selfish at times? Selfish? No. Because I still am there for others. I still care about others and everything about other people. But I do believe the only way for you to do that is for you to care about yourself. You have to be able to be happy before you can try to make others happy. Otherwise, you'll just be hurting yourself. Would you consider yourself to be selfless at times? At times, like, I mean, I care about, if I'm there in here and in myself, then yes, I'd say yes. Do you ever feel like others judge you without getting to know you? I feel like I think that's really kind of happened with anybody, yeah. Do you typically make friends with people who are very similar to you? My friends are kind of all over the place. Like, I have some that are very similar to me, some that are like polar opposite to me, so I'd say no. Like, as long as we get along, I don't really. Would you consider yourself to be a loner? No. Again, I'm okay with being alone, but yeah, I still hang out with people. I wouldn't say I'm a loner. I do have friends. Would you consider yourself to be shallow at times? No, I do put thought in a lot of my decisions. I don't consider myself to really be shallow. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Have I? Yes. Do you ever feel manic at times? Like, if I ever had, like, a hard time and, like, felt like I was going crazy, I feel like that's kind of anybody if things get, like, super hectic in their lives. That's happened to me before, yeah. Alright. Acquire a torn journal page. Perfect. Watch those 2 questions be what completely changed everything for me. What is this? A rotting plate of God knows what is sitting on a filthy, blood-splattered floor. Maggots crawl in and out of the heap. Just walk away. What? It's probably for the best. Why was it 2 walk away options? That's a little weird. What is this? Alright, which one is it? This one. Which one is this? Envy. Jealousy and envy are an internal consciousness and confession of our own inferiority and admittance of another superiority for what it is we feel we ourselves are lacking within us. Yes. So you're going on about how terrible the other ones were, but you're not going on about how terrible that one is? She loves you. She loves you, Mr. King. Here. Mr. King. Yep, she loves you. Lock, chain, shut. Handprint appears along with a set of words. Are as follows. Food and water. I really like food. I really like food. But technically you could survive without food a lot longer than you could water. So if we're talking about a survival sense, then water would be more important. The chain on the chest breaks with a loud metal clank. A glass bottle of water. The choice has been made, Wanderer. Alright, put it in the bucket, I assume. It's a decrepit wooden bucket. Upon further examination, you notice a crude dagger alongside a note. It reads, "No sacrifice, no entry." What would you like to do? Why? I guess. You press the crudely shaped dagger against the palm of your hand and close your fingers around the blade until you feel sharp pain of your flesh being severed. Warm blood begins to flow freely from the palm of your hand and fill the bucket. I don't think that's how much... I think you really cut yourself bad if it's coming out like that, dude. As the bucket fills with blood, something floats to the top. A wisdom token. Nice. Says it's been noted. Sound of unlocking door. Cool. We'll go this way. Yep, enter. You're not alone. That's great. You hear a sound of small critters scurrying around the darkest corners of the room. The game has been set. Nice. Right, shiny. Wait. Aw, she loves you not, Mr. King. I'm sorry. Sorry to let you know. She loves me not. Yep. Hey, look. You attempt to look in the hole. Doesn't appear while come out, and your hand is too large to fit in the hole. Oh! What the heck was that? Large crashing noise should be heard, but it sounds like cries about unknown creatures somewhere in the room. Okay. Old dusty clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Let's answer these questions. Alright, let's do it. Have you ever feared what may lurk in the dark as you try and sleep at night? No. Do you find you get bored easily when you're on your own? Do I get bored easily? I'd say yes, but that's kind of... Like, if I'm bored, I'll just start recording. Like, even if I've already done my stuff for the day, I'll just start recording more and having fun editing and doing all that stuff. So, I'd say, do I get bored easily on my own? Yes, but I find ways to entertain myself. Do you often find ways to keep yourself entertained? Yes. There we go. Would you say you're someone who enjoys their own company? Yeah. Do you typically get along well with others? Yes. Also yes. Would you consider yourself to be stubborn? Open-minded, but when I have something, my mind set to a goal, I'm gonna get that goal done. So I will say yes. Argumentative? No. Are you usually right when it comes to disagreements? It feels bad to say yes, but I would say yes just because the only time I really argue something is when I have, like, facts. That's the only time I really have disagreements, is when I, like, have the facts. Otherwise, I will listen and learn. So I would say yes. Would you consider yourself be egotistical at times? Have I had moments where I was? Yes, but do I feel like that's really like my personality? No. But it says at times, so yeah, I guess I'll say yeah to that. Have you ever had an inflated opinion of yourself? Not... That's kind of a hard one. Like, yes and no. I believe everyone kind of has an inflated opinion of themselves because you're your own worst critic, and the things about your life are always bigger to you than they are to others. Like, I may care about one part of myself a lot more than others would from the outside. So I believe, yes, it's kind of a thing about everyone, of course, because you know yourself the most. Have you ever had a low opinion of yourself? Of course I have, yeah. Low opinion, do I typically? No. Does meeting new people make you anxious? No. Have you ever fantasized about living in a world all by yourself? No. Would you consider yourself to be the center of your own universe? Center of your own universe. Well, I'd say, again, it's kind of one of those things that sounds bad, but yes, I absolutely would, because of course you have to make sure that you yourself are taken care of before you can take care of others. You can't take care of others if you aren't in the spot to do so. So absolutely, I believe you need to take care of yourself first. That's how I'm taking that question. Considerably torn. Torn journal page. Alright. Mark has been left. Hi, bloody mirror. You look nice. Pool of blood. The mirror seems to be shattered by some unknown entity. Nice. Wisdom token. Are those statues getting bloodier and bloodier? I don't know. Alright, what wisdom do you have for me, stone statue? Understanding requires much more depth than knowledge. Perhaps many know you, but how many understand you? Okay. Should I be reading those first before the book? I don't know. Let's go to the mirror one. Why not? It looks great. I don't know if the order of those really matters or not. The music room. Okay. Faint sound of music can be heard from somewhere in the room. I like this room. Oh. Hi. You hear a piano note? Alright, what does that have to do with it? Okay. She loves you, Mr. King. There you go. Alright, what's over here? What's up with this guy? Pile of bones. Among the bones, an old, torn, tattered piece of parchment rests enrolled. Sure. Yanking it out. Treasure map? Can I use that? How do I... Treasure map? X marks spot. It seems to take you to an unknown island you've never heard of before. Okay. I like that I'm a little skeleton. Like, all these things that are eating all the flesh and bone, well, flesh and just leaving the bones. It looks like I'm already good, so none of these monsters are gonna bother me. Alright. Yep, crimson liquid. Alright. Do you ever take dangerous or unnecessary risks, even when the reward probably isn't worth the consequences? No. Not... If we're talking about in games, yeah, but... If we're talking about... I assume it's talking about real life. No, not really. I often think out my decisions. Do you ever do things for a thrill? Yeah. That I will say yeah. If you ever knew your death would be the fault of your significant other, and the only way to avoid your death was to break contact with them forever, would you do it? That would depend on how long we've been together, and the fault of your significant other. It would really depend. Like, it could be something like when you're extremely old. I'd only say yes, but not for the I just want to keep my life aspect. It's more for the, if you knew that You'd be with them, but you'd be so extremely paranoid at everything they do that, who knows, maybe that could actually be the cause of it, but you'd be so paranoid being with them that it would just ruin it. It would completely ruin it. So if you knew that, I feel like you'd have to, because that would just ruin it, because you'd just be so paranoid. If you know what death dates of everyone you care about, would you want to? No, I would not. That, again, the paranoia would be absolutely crazy. Jealous person? No. Would you consider yourself be insecure at times? I'd say honestly close to not at all, but at times, I guess, yeah. Would you say you do well under pressure? Yes. Have you ever considered leaving Earth forever? No. Do you ever pray? No. If you could travel back to a previous period in time, would you? No. This is where I was born. This is where I want to be. If you ever fast forward your life without having currently lived? No. Life is short enough as it is. Do you believe in true evil? Like, what are we talking about? Like, evil actions a person can make? Yes. It's better to kill than be killed. Do you agree with this statement? Well, in my mind, I'm thinking somebody wants to kill me. Would it be better to kill them than me be killed? I believe, yeah. Like, I mean, if it's you or the other person trying to kill each other, I don't believe just sitting down and letting it happen would be the right decision. So, is there someone in your life currently that you fear? That I fear? No. To your knowledge, has anyone ever been afraid of you? Kind of. Not like genuine fear, but more of apparently when I'm just sitting down, just when I'm not really thinking anything, apparently I look really, really mad, and I've dealt with that since I was a little kid. Just like some people are like that. So I've had people just tell me that they were afraid of me because of that. So in that sense, I'd say yes, but like genuine fear of me being like mean and all this stuff, no. But I'll say yes to that. Okay, yep. A journal page, yay! Alright, what's up here? Nice little piano. What's this? Dusty clay vase sits before you. When you peer into it, the bottom appears to be shrouded in darkness. That looks like blood. Reach into the vase. Fell on the bottom. Is it a coin? Hey, wisdom token. So I have a door. Nice. Old organ. It's caked in cobwebs. Spiders skitter across keys. Play the organ. I don't know how to do that, but sure. I guess I do know how to play the organ. Wow. Good job, little Skelebro. So you continue to play notes, you hear a distant sound of a violin playing along with you coming from somewhere in the darkness. Sounds pretty nice. Wait. They're playing this. Is this copyrighted? Is this copyrighted? Am I gonna get copyright claimed for this? I very well might. If this isn't in the video, then yes, and I had to cut it out. But otherwise, no, it wasn't, and I'm just being dumb. Alright, let's do this. No, don't play it. Don't. Stop. Okay. I mean stop, not don't stop. Okay. Alright, what does it say? 3, 4, 5. Is it gonna be 4, 5, 6 next? Maybe. Alright, let's go. Don't even know how these doorways make sense. But, sure. The library. I guess... Oh! It actually is different. The distinct aroma of old musty books sweeps across the room. Okay. Something actually different? Alright, what is this one? Read the grave marker. Here rests gluttony. Some feel as though gluttony is a trait of the self-serving who disregard what actions may spell doom for others. Gluttony is also an escape from reality that's consuming one from within. Okay. Alright, there appears to be one book on the shelf in noteworthy condition. Oh, I thought all these were going to be nothing. I just wanted to click on and see if it does anything. With something of interest to you. Okay. It appears to be a handwritten page of some sort. Perhaps journal or diary. Perhaps just open letters to anyone who may find it. It reads as follows. I don't know who's going to read this. Hell, I barely touched anything in this place since I got here. Oh, okay, there is more. A few things I've come to realize since I've been trapped in these halls. For starters, it appears there are foul magics at play here. I found grisly ritualistic altars, human sacrifices, half-eaten corpses, mass graves of nameless bones, and worse, if you can even imagine worse, that is. I've also met a few other wanderers in my journey through these halls. I've shared a few words, I've had some knowledge bestowed upon me. Well, I haven't seen anybody else yet. I've helped a woman escape from a grotesque abomination, only finding out she is a witch with a hankering for human flesh. Ah. No one and no thing here is to be trusted under any circumstances, and to be quite honest, the longer I spend within the testing chamber, the more I can understand why. From what I understand, the only way out of this place is to find a sacred mirror of some sort. Without the mirror, our souls are forever lost in purgatory, doomed to endlessly wander these halls for eternity. Many come seeking answers, few make it out alive. And yet I'm yet to see anyone survive here being longer than a day or two. I'm beginning to think that I'll be no exception. Through my constant exploration and ruthless amount of digging, my studies have led me to the conclusion that this place was originally built to keep the souls of the damned from escaping their eternal prison. But whoever built this place wants something good to come from their presence. Other wanderers I've spoken to believe the souls who are trapped here are meant to offer wisdom and guidance based off the mistakes of their past lives. A veiled woman used to wander these halls until she was turned to stone, but she served as caretaker and guiding light in the darkness for quite some time before she crossed paths with some of the worst entities that roam these halls. Some claim that everything here is evil. I'm not so sure about that. I was told that if I came here, I would gain the answers I sought. I don't even know if that's a possibility at these points. My skin has begun to rot off my bones. I don't know how much longer I can last on this journey in what I could describe as a living hell. To be quite honest with you, I don't even know if I'm still alive anymore. If I am, I don't know how much longer it's meant to last. Signed, a wanderer. Hey, it looks like that happened to me too. If you look, I don't have any meat on my bones either, but we're fine. You close the book and carefully slide it back into its place on the bookshelf. Perfect. Okay, sounds good to me. Anything on this one? Ash and soot. Fire at one point. Oh. As a matter of fact, it does look like it belongs with the others on this shelf. What would you like to do? Read the book? Sure. I guess we're just gonna start reading books. That's great. Various depictions of human-like figures morphing into small critters. Their arms and legs shrink, their torsos turning smaller abdomens, and some of them even sprout rings judging by the imagery. A detailed passage about various things you might encounter in the testing chambers. To the trapped souls who seek vindication and absolution, read on. If you believe your soul has been wrongfully kept within the confines of these testing chambers, you may undergo the trials of wisdom and attempt to free yourself from these halls and relinquish all captivity, severing the bonds that shackle you in this prison. One of the first steps in this process is finding the old hag that wanders these halls and paying tribute of her choosing. Once the hag has agreed to assist you, she will bestow upon you a transmogrification spell, which she will turn you into a creature of your choosing. May choose to become butterfly. Oh, and it's easier to get around. You can make yourself more and less noticeable by sticking to the shadows, only venturing into light when you deem it necessary. This also allows you to keep yourself out of range of threats down below. Most entities that wander these halls do so by foot. Once transmogrification has taken full effect, you must seek out a wanderer and offer your life to them. If the wanderer accepts, you must bestow upon them a blessing of knowledge that may aid them in their journey. If the watcher deems your blessing worthy of your freedom, then your soul shall forever be freed from the testing chamber. Where your soul travels after this process is complete is still unknown, but one thing is for certain. No soul who has ever left these halls has ever returned. Signed, Alice. Oh boy. So, am I still killing them? I think I'm still killing them. I don't want to touch it still. I still don't want to touch the butterflies. I still don't. I absolutely don't want to touch butterflies. We don't know what happens to them, and that looks terrible. Those are people. The wood used to be built by I wasn't doing it well. I thought they were just butterflies. No. Okay. Nothing there. Almost look familiar to you. Perhaps our alternate version is something you've read before? Anything in this one? It's almost like perhaps they're not even books at all. What? Okay. That's interesting. Oh. Does she love you or love you not? I can't remember. Take the object. Alright. Aw, she loves you not. I'm sorry, Mr. King. Alright. I want to do this before I get the wisdom, because it often relates to the book, and I don't want my answers to be skewed with this wisdom. I just want to answer it right away. Would you consider yourself to be a gambler? Like, I mean, I play card games, and that's kind of gambling. Kind of. So, I guess yes, but also no? I don't know. Confident individual? Yes. More or less independent? Absolutely yes, independent. Would you consider yourself to be attractive? Well, I don't think I look bad. Could you implant a microchip into your hand that would replace all handheld electronic devices that you currently use, and your hand would act as a substitute for everything you can need and regard? Sure. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? No. Have you ever been afraid of suffocating? I used to be absolutely terrified of it. I used to be absolutely terrified, like, of any way to die of suffocation. Like, that was, like, my number one, like, drowning, suffocating, like... So, have I ever? Yes. Does it really freak me out as much anymore? No. Have you ever been afraid of someone breaking your home and harming your animals? I've never really been afraid of anybody breaking into my home. Are you confident in your ability to defend yourself if need be? Yeah. Would you fight against insurmountable odds in order to protect a stranger's life from others who sought to wrongfully do them harm? Insurmountable odds. Oh, that's tough. That's where... Would I personally fight knowing that it would be me that gets hurt and the stranger gets hurt? No. I would try to find a way to make sure that justice gets served. Like, finding more people to help, or just anything, like, just throwing myself out there knowing that it's not going to help. No. Would you consider yourself to be materialistic? No. Do your friends share a similar set of morals and values to your own? Yeah, that's the one thing I'd say I do relate to with a lot of my friends on. All of them, no, but I'd say some of them, yeah. Do your friends often share your same interests, dreams, and ambitions? No. I wouldn't say so. If you can't beat them, join them. Do you agree with this? No. Do you believe in the idea of soulmates? No. You finish inking your final answer. Final page, considerably torn. Torn journal page. Alright. Now, what wisdom do you have for me, statue lady? I don't know how many coins. Lay a token. Alright, what you gonna let me know? Others will always treat you in any which way you decide to let them. If you wish to be treated differently, then show them what behaviors you will and will not accept. Of course, yeah. People won't know things bother you unless you tell them. Alright, let's check out this box. Handprint, along with 7 words. Offensive and defensive. I believe offensive. Yep. Just... You can't live life always on... Oh, Iron Sword. I already have a shield, so that works. You'll live with your decision, whether you like it or not, Wanderer. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. Like, I don't really know what way to put that, rather than you gotta be on the offensive on life. You gotta shoot for your dreams, or you can't live life on the defense. You can't. Because I take it this is just talking about life primarily. So, Paradise of the Damned. What? Okay. Bright sunlight burns your eyes and causes a brief but blinding headache. Out of the darkness into the light. Enjoy the warmth while it lasts. Your game has been saved. Thank you. Now. She loves you, Mr. King! Come on, Mr. King. She loves you. See, you weren't in the shadows that time. Alright, what is this? No, it's pinned. Reads as follows. You don't have to stay, but you don't have to go. You can survive here forever. You at least deserve to know. The fruit is safe to eat, the water is as fresh as can be, and if you choose to stick around, you'd be in good company. With the little kitty cat? Is that what you're talking about, the little kitty cat? Yeah, the kitty cat does look like good company. Oh, I'm gonna give you little pets. Yep. What's its name? Fastened to the collar of the animal. Foxy! Oh! Oh, there's your little pets, Foxy. You're so cute. Alright. Where are these fruits you were talking about? In desperate need of water. Oh, wait. Can I give it my bottle of water? Nope. Okay. Oh, this. It appears to be equipped with necessities to gather water. See reflecting light. Raise a bucket from the well. It looks like it was already raised. Alright, what'd I find? Is it a coin? Golden loot. Nice. Alright, can I get water? No. Winged totem. An orb made of crystal absorbs sunlight and produces a incredible amount of heat. Glistening. Okay. Peer into the orb. Something beneath it glimmers in sunlight. A wisdom token. Nice. Decision has been noted. I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Tree has managed to flourish. Oh, this fruit? Nice. I ate the fruit, I guess. Sweetest juice floods in your mouth generate a detectable taste unlike anything you've ever eaten before. Okay. Desert is thick thorns. Probably wise not to touch it. What if I want to? Water. Nope, can't touch the water. Alright, question time. Let's do it. Alright. Do you ever wish life could be free of drama? Well, there's not much drama in my life, so I don't really care about that too much. If you could leave your current life to live in paradise, would you do it? No. Would you ever live in a place where crime was commonplace and it was up to you to constantly have to defend yourself from need be? No. Why? If you discovered that you were conceived, you were one of 4 identical embryos who look, talk, and act just like you, would you ever want to meet? That'd be so cool! Yeah, I'd want to meet them! That'd be so cool! Should you consider yourself to be the most honest person you know? Well, I guess yes, because you can never truly tell if somebody's being honest or not, except for yourself. So, I'd say yeah, because you genuinely don't know. People are strange when you're a stranger. Do you agree with this statement? No. That's why you just go meet people. Do you believe you should always stand... People should... Do you believe... Okay. Do you believe that one should always stand for what they believe in, regardless of the consequences? I believe there's a limit to everything. Like, a lot of times you have to suck it up and do something you don't want to do, if the consequences are too great. Have you ever caused someone to have a near-death... No! No, I haven't. Would you play Russian roulette for 10... No, I wouldn't. If you refuse, you immediately becomes 0 and you lose everything you've ever worked for. I would not. I would not chance giving up my life for money. You can always make your money back by working. You can't get your life back. Are you oftentimes afraid of change? No, actually, I think change is cool. Do you suffer from pain on a daily basis? No. Have you ever wished that you couldn't feel pain at all? No. If you could grow wings and fly far away... Okay. I know I'm probably taking this question the way I shouldn't, but I feel like being able to have the ability to fly would be so cool, and I'd fly everywhere. It would be so cool. Absolutely. Yes. If I could grow wings, that'd be so cool. Do you ever feel invisible to the world? Do I feel invisible? Like, in a bad sense? No. But there's so many people in the world, everybody's just focused on their lives. So, Well, yeah, everybody... I'm just a person in a world with billions of people, so do I feel bad about them? No. If the things you owned and what you purchased had no bearing on what people thought of you, would you choose to spend your money differently? No. You finish inking your final answer. Cool. That doesn't look like the answers I put in. Alright. Let's go. Goodbye, bye, Foxy. I love you, little kitty. Open the door. A return to madness. Oh, great. Yay. Find yourself in the cold depths. Nice. And into darkness. Oh, yeah, because we could have just... You shall return. Alright, game has been saved. What is this? A decrepit leather chair sits in front of a cracked wooden table, and in the seat of the chair rests a pool of blood that seems fresh and tacky, as if someone injured sat there to rest recently. Flowers. They seem to be feeding on chunks of flesh and bone. Oh! How are these ones? Clay pot with assortment of flowers. Okay, they're being watered with blood. That's gross. That's gross. What does it say? Clock has scorch marks. That's... Okay, 12:22. Alright. Let's answer more questions. That's what you guys are here for these questions, so let's just do that. Would you consider yourself to have a chaotic personality? No. Consider yourself to be a passionate person? Well, the time... Yeah, I'm very passionate, like, about the things I am interested in. Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a gentle soul? No. Would you consider yourself to be kind? Yeah. To your knowledge, has anyone ever hated you? Has anyone ever hated me? I think probably. Have you ever truly hated someone else? Now, have I ever been really mad at people? Yes, but do I truly hate people? No, I can strongly dislike someone, but I don't truly hate anyone. No. Forgive, but never forget. Yes. Everything happens for a reason. No. Do you believe that war is sometimes necessary? Well, it depends, because war is always... It seems necessary to one side. Like, it may seem necessary to the people that are starting it, but it seems absolutely terrible and Do you believe that's necessary? Me personally, no. I believe there are ways around it. You don't need war, no. If your mother was in terrible pain, bedridden, only weeks from an inevitable death, and she begged you to end her suffering, would you find a way to assist? Oh, that's tough. So, I think the answer would be no. Let's say there was no consequences for me doing so, then yes, I would. But in the world we live in today, it would basically be murder. Like, I believe it's either murder or manslaughter doing that, and that is something it's kind of like my mom could be in pain for a couple weeks, and we know she's gonna go, or I could help her for a couple weeks, or I could be locked up for what could be the rest of my life. So in this world, I'd say no, but in a world where I wouldn't have consequences for doing that, yes. You ever take a step back to reflect on where you're heading in life? Oh, of course. Have you ever experienced what most would consider a severe bout of rage? Well, I did just finish playing Elden Ring. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good judge of character? Like, I mean, I don't really have any friends that are terrible people, so I'd say yeah. Do you ever feel uneasy for no particular reason? No. Do you have any long-term goals, and if so, do you have a plan in place in order to accomplish them? Yes, of course. That's what I'm doing right now. You finish inking your final answers. Yep. Alright, final page, considerably torn. It all seems to be made of a different parchment. Torn journal page! Decision has been noted. Mark has been left. Alright, let's keep going. Hi, how's it going, little statue? That's nice. Alright, take the object. I'm sorry, King, she loves you not. I'm sorry. I know. Alright, what's this? Just another one? Flower pot seems tilted slightly as it's sitting on top of something. Look under, it's probably a coin, right? Coin? Hey! Wisdom token, nice! Give me that wisdom. Alright. Lay a token. You hear a voice echo in your mind. The grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is always greener wherever you decide to water it. Oh, it isn't greener on the other side. Okay. Alright. Let's keep moving forward. Iron handle, door, open it. Let's go. We're going. Silent prayer. For the first time since wandering these halls and chambers, you get a sense of peace from being in this room. Successfully saved. Thank you. Alright, let's go. More questions. Begin to read. Do you think about death often? As of lately, no. Have I had moments where I have? Yes. As of me right now, no. Do you believe you're gonna live a long, eventful life? I believe so, yes, but nothing's guaranteed. Do you ever talk to yourself? Kind of. I kind of am right now. I'm talking to you guys, but in reality, I'm just sitting here talking to a microphone and a screen, and yeah. Have you ever witnessed an event you just couldn't explain? I don't think so. Like, I might not have known context behind stuff, but I could always search for that context if I needed it. Have you ever had the fear or suspicion that someone was living inside your house? No. Do you ever sleep with your feet hanging off the edge of the bed? No, I don't. I like to be covered up and... yeah, no. Have you ever considered that you might just be crazy and don't know it? No, I believe everyone's crazy. I believe absolutely everybody's crazy. In their own ways. Does the thought of an afterlife bother you or make you feel uneasy? No. Does the thought that there might not be anything after life bother you? No. Would you be willing to give up sex or masturbation for a year if it meant gaining a deeper sense of peace in the end? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be easily manipulated at times? No. Would you consider yourself to be a manipulative individual at times? Not really. That's kind of a tough one. Like, I'm good at talking to people, and so if I'm trying to, like, get a point across and get people to understand what I'm talking about, yes. Like, manipulative in a bad way? No, because I don't want to hurt people. But do I say I'm good at talking to people? Yes. That's a tough one. Have you ever felt like you were being followed when no one else was there? No. Humans are the most dangerous thing on the planet. Do you agree? Yes. Do you consider yourself to be a dangerous person? No. I guess that's probably pretty hypocritical to say that, but I wouldn't say so. Yep. Torn journal page. Alright, what else we got? Alright. Ooh, twinkling. She loves you, Mr. King. She loves you. Crystalline petal. There you go, Mr. King. She loves you. She does. Maybe that'll be explained. Alright, what does it say? Alright, what are the words? Tell me. 2 words are as follows. Blessing and curse. Why would I want a curse? Like, okay. Golden crucifix. Ask and ye shall receive, wanderer. Oh. I didn't really ask, I just kind of put my hands on it. Oh, hi, butterfly. What's up with this? A large golden symbol sits atop a stone monument in the corner of the room. It radiates pure positive energy, it draws you and brings you comfort. If you could pray for anything, anything at all, what would you beg of your gods, wanderer? Forgiveness, resolve, pray for a blessing. I always believe in, like, being at peace, so I guess pray for resolve. You kneel before your altar, shut your eyes, and meld into the blackness, and recite a prayer in your head. What just happened? Sense of peace washes over you, and you feel like everything is going to be alright. There you go. Nice. Nice and calm, collected. Oak barrel. As you listen closely, a knocking seems to be coming. Okay. That's great. What would you like to do? Knock on the barrel. Knock back. Pull your hand back and feel something in your palm. A wisdom token. Okay. That's cool. Alright, what time is it? What time is it on the clock? The words are, pray with me. 10 o'clock. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, I said pray. Alright. I understand. Alright, let's go in. I have no clue how long this game is. This game takes quite some time, though. That's why I'm getting so far. Whatever positive feelings of warmth initially felt in the previous room, you feel polar opposite here. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Wooden grave. Wrath. One's wrath may be a burden upon one's very soul, but not upon the soul in which the wrath is sought to be placed. For if we are set out for a plot of revenge and retribution, we must first dig 2 graves before we begin our journey forward. Yep. Okay. Ask me these questions. Would you consider yourself to be a highly accomplished individual? I'm still young. I wouldn't really say I have any big accomplishments under my belt, no. Would you say you sometimes lack motivation? I have lazy days. Yeah. Oh, shoot! I meant to click yes. Oh, well. What would you say? Would you say you sometimes lack discipline? No. Have you ever faked your confidence level and pretended to be more confident? No. Have you ever had the regret of keeping someone in your life for too long? No. I don't think so. Would you say you have a tendency to hide your true emotions from people? No, not really. Are you afraid what others might think if they knew all of your deepest, darkest secrets? No, I'm pretty open. Have you ever lived in a constant state of dread, just wondering when the next horrible event was going to take place in your life? No. That's no way to live. Have you ever used a substance or activity to mask your pain? No. If you knew exactly what you had to do in order to become the best version of yourself, but it would take constant hard work, determination, discipline, sacrifice, will you pursue? Yes. Are you comfortable with the idea of living a life in mediocrity? Like, I mean, I don't have to do anything crazy. I just want to be happy. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. Do you believe that for one reason or another, for better or worse, most people don't deserve what you bring into their life? No. If you and your significant other were actively witnessing a heinous and tragic act of violence taking place right in front of you, would you risk your life of your significant other to intervene, knowing that at any point in time the assailants could turn on the both of you? No. That's terrible. If you were in a survival situation with your best friend and only one of you can make it out alive, would you choose your survival over theirs? Yes. You could give up your current life in order to pursue your greatest goals and dreams. The highest chances of immediate success? No, because there's no cheat code to being successful. At least that's what I believe. I believe you gotta work for what you want. You finish inking your final answer. Yep. Alright, let's keep going, let's move forward, Skelebro. Alright, let's go. A torn journal page, perfect. Wait, did I just hear unlock sound? Oh, that's a different one. A bloody meat. Okay. She loves you not. I'm sorry. Can I touch this thing now? I don't know why I would want to. Alright, what wisdom you have for me, lady? You hear a voice echo in your mind. While others are thinking, you should be doing. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go. An old dusty clock sits on the wall. The word help is crudely written. 6:54. Alright, let's just go this one because it's closer. I don't think it really matters which direction we go. It might matter. The Pit of Fools. Oh, this is new. Something calls to you and pulls at your very soul. It almost feels like something in this room is begging for your help. Cool, let's just do this. Let's answer our questions. That's what we're here for. Alright, let's do it. We all have our demons. Yes. Have you ever felt dead inside? No. Have you ever thought about murder? No. Have you ever felt suicidal? No. I wouldn't say so. If you had an incurable disease, would you intentionally transmit it to someone that you disliked? That I do. What kind of disease are we talking here? If we're talking something that would kill them? Alright, that's the first thing that popped in my head is if it was something that would kill me, then no, I wouldn't give it to someone. That's killing someone, and I don't believe that's the right thing to do. If you had 3 wishes, would you ever give one away? Well, are we talking about the normal you can't wish for more wishes here, or who would I give it to? Like, if there was someone I cared about that needed a wish, yeah, I guess. Would you consider yourself being controlling? No. Do you believe that your life is of great importance and value? I believe every life is. Do you believe that your fate is predetermined? No. Do you believe that our thoughts can manifest into reality? Yeah. That's kind of like putting your heart and soul into something. Would you consider yourself be optimistic? Absolutely. Would you consider yourself be pessimistic at times? I've had moments, yeah. Have you ever wondered if you're already dead and just didn't know it? I actually have wondered that. I've had like a, it's just kind of something I've screwed around with, like, when they say that your life is flashing before your eyes, technically that could be happening right now, but what if when your life flashes before your eyes, you get to the point that you're dying and then your life flashes before your eyes and then you get to the end and then your life flashes before you... Okay, I'm done. But yeah. Have you ever felt physically restrained or held down by an unseen force? Physically restrained or held down by an unseen force? No. Do you believe that you have a soul? I'm not very spiritual with, like, the soul and such. Kind of? Like, I don't know. That's weird. That's a weird question. That's hard to explain. But I'd say no. I don't believe in the soul more than, like, your consciousness. And I believe that's basically what people say the soul is. So in a sense, yes to what others would be the soul, I believe is just... Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But she loves you, Mr. King. She loves me. Good job! She loves you, buddy. Alright, what's this? Wooden table. There sits an imprint of an object that seems to have been removed. Oh! Pit of skulls. You hear faint whispers from the pit calling out, dig through the bones. Sure. 2 skulls that seem to be emanating a large amount of energy, almost as if they're calling to you. You hold the skulls in your hands. The whispering you once heard has grown silent. Place the bones here. Okay. I guess I don't place the skulls there. Hi, butterfly. I place a skull here. Place something on the top. There you go. Fits perfectly as if finally resting where it belongs. What is this? Actually, I'll check that out after I place this. Alright. A place for everything. Everything in its place. It suddenly goes colder. Something about the energy here has shifted. wasn't the energy extremely negative before, so now it should be good. Maggots have begun to feast on the remnants of whatever rested inside. It's been snapped in half. Okay, that's perfect. Is that cake? A bloody birthday cake sits on the dirty floor. Candle's been snuffed out. What would you like to do? Walk away? Oh, I have to make it... Wait, do I have to make a choice? Dig into it? I want to eat it. Ugh. Round and hard. A wisdom token. Cool. Alright. Hey, Skull. You're faint whispering. Can't make out the words how closely you listen. When you try to move Skull, it won't budge. All the candles have been lit and burnt halfway except for one which remains pristine. What would you like to do? Sure, I'll take the unlit candle. Powdery substance coats your fingers. A bone dust candle. Perfect. Let's just go this way. There's now a whole bunch of bones and everything. That's a way out. Oh, cool. You hear the shuffling of feet in the darkest parts of the room, just out of the reach of the firelight. You get the sense that something very bad has transpired here. Your game has been saved. Okay. A handprint. Alright, what are the words? Rags and riches. Like, I mean, if I'm choosing between the two, I'd choose riches. Why would I purposely choose rags? Solid gold bars. Okay. Just as poor as you were before you began this journey, wanderer, even with a pocket full of gold. What's it matter if I choose between the two? It's not like there's any other option there. I mean, it's kind of like somebody who's like, hey, would you like to be poor? Or would you like to have this Lamborghini here? I would go, yeah, I'll take the Lamborghini instead of just being poor. Like, why would I choose that? Like, if it was like, would you like to have money and be unhappy or have no money and be happy? I'd choose no money and be happy. But just choosing between two? Why? Alright, fill in the blank answers. Do you love yourself? Yes. Have you ever hated yourself? Yes. Have you ever wished that you have never been born? No. Do you ever get chills up your spine when someone walks up behind you? Yeah. I've always wondered if people have, like, some other sense. Like, because you just know when somebody's there, and it gives you, like, these chills, and your hair stands up. Yeah. Have you ever watched someone die? Have I? Have I watched someone die? I don't know why I think about that so much. I don't believe so. Have you ever stolen something personal from someone, then returned it to them without knowing? No. Do you always lock the doors to your home? Not always. Do you sleep with the window open? No. Would you add a decade onto your life if it meant taking a decade off the lifespan of a random individual? Well, like, I don't know how much I'm gonna live. Let's say I was gonna live a super long time. Then no. Because when you're already so old and can't move or do anything, why would you want another decade? Like, I believe that you should just live your life the way that you're meant to live your life. That's it. Have you ever felt like someone was watching you through your window? No. Have you ever wished that someone you've hated would... No. Do you fear the possibility of permanently losing your memory? No. Would you consider yourself to be a good person? I'd like to say yes. Would you consider yourself to be a bad person? No. Have you ever felt that maybe you're not even a person at all? Like, I mean, this is the person, but aren't we really just a brain controlling the person? Like, no. I feel like I'm a person. Alright. Show me what else. Another journal page. Alright, what's up, clock? You know, if all it took was just answering questions and looking at coins and placing coins, I don't know how nobody else escaped from here. What in the world? Dull iron blade. It gives off a negative energy. You get the sense that the blade was not used with the best intentions. Therapies. Read the note, okay? If you're reading this and it's already too late for me, I should have heeded the warning of the note I found earlier. I can't take it anymore. I shouldn't be here. No one should be here. This place does things to you. It distorts your mind. It drives you to do things. Things a good soul would never do. The things I've done, oh God, please. Forgive me for the awful things I've done here. I should have listened. And now, there's only one thing left to do. There's only one way out of this hell. And it knows it too. The watchful one. The monster within the walls. It knows just when we're about to break, and it provides an exit for us. It provides a way out. Just when we can't take it anymore. I will take my exit now. I'll find solace in knowing of my selfishness, my greed will not go unpunished. I will atone for all I've done. All those I've hurt in search for answers of self. I will take my leave and pray that my soul finds its way out of those wretched chambers once and for all. Signed, just another wanderer. Okay. Oh! I can hold to make it go faster. That actually really helps. Cool. Alright. No, I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. Is there anything else in here? Oh! She loves you not. I'm sorry, King. Wait, or she love you. I can't remember. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have grabbed that one if this was the exit. Her hands are clamped around a human brain, squishing the tissue. Ugh. What do you have for me? If you believe you can do something, then chances are you can. If you believe you can't, well then you can't. Yeah. You're probably right about that. Yeah. That's true. A mindset really does change what you're doing. If you have a mindset that you can't do something, you're probably not going to be able to do it. Yeah, even if you can't do something, Oh. Visions of your childhood cloud your mind. Some memories bring you nostalgic bliss, whereas others bring you brief heartache and grief as you quickly flush the thoughts from your memory and continue onwards. Hey, it's birthday presents! Pristinely wrapped. Nice. What is this? Blankets? So is this talking about my childhood or my character's childhood? Because I don't recognize the music. This music's kind of terrifying. And I would prefer not to have anything to do with this music at all. Are you afraid of being forgotten? Not really, no. It'll inevitably happen to anybody, so... Have you ever heard voices in your head? If you're talking about, like, the little voice in my head that's like, dude, you need to record. And I'm like, dude, no, I kind of want to just, like, lay down and watch some TV right now. It's like, dude, no, you need to record. Yes, I've heard that voice, but I don't think it's talking about that. I don't think it's talking about your consciousness. Do you have a habit of starting projects and not finishing them? I used to. I used to not really follow through with what I was doing, but now I believe to follow through with what I want to do. So, I wouldn't say I have a habit of that. Get sick easily? Actually, no. It's very rare. Like, right now I sound a little nasally and congested, but that's just because allergies have been crazy hitting me like a truck this week. Do you ever feel like things end poorly for you, even when they've been going well right up until the end? Like, it's happened in the past, but... Like, I mean, it's happened, if that's what you're saying. Do you ever feel like life has been disappointing? No, I love living. Would you consider yourself to be a disappointment? No. Do you ever feel tired, drained, and wish like you sleep forever? No. Sometimes you have difficulty going to sleep, or even staying asleep? Yeah, I've had trouble with that. Do you ever wish you could be more productive? All the time. I'm always trying to be productive, but do you ever suffer intrusive thoughts that you just can't seem to flush out of your mind? Yeah. Would you say you've experienced many strained friendships or relationships? I have. Not many. No, it hasn't been many. I've had that in my life, but not many. Have you ever felt like you're drawn toward people in life who just aren't good for you? No. Have you ever felt like you're living an unhealthy lifestyle? Unhealthy? No. Have you ever wished that things could be different? Like, wished for it in, like, a moment, like, things are going bad and just be, oh, man, I wish things could be different? Yes, I have thought that, but have I genuinely felt that? Like, wishing things could be different in the sense of, like, actually changing them? No. I'd say, have I ever just wished things could be different? That's hard, because, I'm gonna say no, because, like, genuinely, no. Alright. Perfect. I thought this was the end. Decision's been noted. Help. Oh, you are loved, Mr. King. Among a pile of pulled teeth. What? She loves you. Good job. Look at him. So happy. What's this? Drowned fetus rests among the stagnant and unmoving the umbilical cord. Oh! Feeded blood inside appears to be afterbirth and carved insides of what must have been. Ugh! Why? The other coin? 1 coins. Only half a coin. Take the coin. Right half. Cool, I got both of those. Bleeding eyes, blood-soaked thighs, innocent cries, dully cries. Morbid sin, look within, next of kin, begin again. Okay. Red doll. Red's my favorite color, so... Wisdom token. Alright. I don't really think it's much of a difference. I like red more than blue, so I guess that's... There we go. I know I had to pick one, so I guess that's what we did. What do we have next? Blood money. Okay. Metallic smell of iron stings your nostrils. You hear clanking of coins in the distance and catch a glimmer of something in the shadows out of the corner of your eye. Okay. Serious altar stands before you. Tired diary. Let's read it. It seems unfamiliar. Are we gonna read it? Wait. First page seems to be ripped out. Parchment material used in this diary seems familiar. Perhaps the missing page could be reconstructed if one were to find enough pieces. Oh, okay. Demonic stone figure resides in front of you. Appears to have something of a statue. What would you like to do? Place something on the statue. Okay. Oh, what does the clock say? Dried candle wax coats it. 3:33. Okay, there's probably something to do with those clocks. Alright, let's do it. Let's do these questions. Do you ever have dreams that you could swear are real? I've had dreams like that, yeah. That were just so realistic that I was like, wait, why did I even dream that? In the past, when you felt positive or happy, have you ever experienced an immediate sense of negativity that just sucks all your happiness away instantly? That's very, very specific, but that's happened in my life. Very rarely, but yeah. If you were camping alone in the woods at night and heard a woman scream, would you investigate? Yeah. If you're alone in your home and suddenly heard the sound of children laughing, yet there's no one to be found, would you continue to stay in your home for the night? Probably not. No, that's a little strange. I wouldn't do that. If you're camping in the woods alone and something kept unzipping your tent, yet you couldn't seem to figure out what it was, would you consider staying in the woods? Probably not. That probably means there's someone stalking me or something. No. If you saw your neighbor putting a dead body in the trunk of their car, would you attempt to stop them? No, I would just call the police. Because obviously they just killed someone, so I'm not gonna be like, hey, stop, and expect them to listen. If you were driving home at night and saw a naked woman on the side of the road covered in blood, would you stop? No. No, I would not. I assumed, like, demon stuff, like, she's, like, a ghost, like, gonna get ya. Not... If she looked like she was hurt, yes, but... That was my first idea, which I know this is supposed to be, like, the first thing in your head, which was, like, oh, I'm gonna get ya, crazy lady. No. If you're fast asleep in your bed, only be awakened by an unseen force, grabbing you and shaking you violently, would you attempt to go back to sleep once it would... No. If you're an empty grocery store, a strange man appeared and suddenly started sprinting at you, would you try... Probably. If you're home alone sitting in a bathtub, and then suddenly the lights were turned off and the bathroom door began to unlock and slowly open to reveal no one sitting there, would you get dressed and leave your house immediately? Probably yes. If you had to resort to cannibalism in order to survive, do you think you could do it? Not killing people, but if they're already dead and it was the only way to survive, probably yes. If you're stranded on a boat in the middle of the ocean, do you think you could survive long enough without being rescued? If I had nothing, probably not. Probably not. It wouldn't be easy for me to get water. You can't really get water when you're stuck in the ocean like that. Like, even if you got fish, there would be, like, salt. So, honestly, probably not. That sounds terrifying. Have you ever thought what it would be like to be burnt to death? Have I thought about it and been terrified? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a morbid person? It's kind of like that realism thing. I'd say morbid, yes, but not like edgy and such like that towards a morbid, no. One final question remains on the page, emboldened and outlined in red. Are you satisfied? I'm pretty satisfied. Yeah, that's all it comes down to, isn't it, Wanderer? Are you satisfied? Satisfaction is the death of desire, you know. You finish inking. Okay. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty satisfying. Pretty satisfying to me. Alright. Your decision has been noted. Do I have a full page yet? Oh, I think I do. What's this? Wooden grave. Greed. Greed is a hungry mouth with an insatiable appetite for more. In the absence of satisfaction is what one has, they will crave and they will continue to eat until they've dug their own graves with their own teeth. So now is it going to be like, hey, with golden coins, upon further inspection there appears to be an indentation at the base as if been moved from its original location. Take the chalice in your arms. It feels quite large. I did not mean to do that, but I believe that means I can move it. Alright. I'm sorry she loved you not, Mr. King. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright, what's this? Handprint. What are they? Future and present. Always live in the present, because the present is your future. Alright. Magic mirror. Oh! Do you like what you see, Wanderer? Or perhaps are you afraid of what you might see when you gaze a bit deeper? Well, you have to tell me. Bloody coin rests between your fingers. Lay a coin. Yep. You hear echo in your mind. Courage is not being fearless, for there is no courage with the absence of fear. Courage is being afraid, yet acting anyway. Are you a courageous soul? To an extent. Alright, here's your chalice. You place a large chalice at the base of the statue. The golden coins of the chalice quickly melt and turn to blood, overflowing, spilling on the floor. The blood forms a symbol on the ground before you. The chalice, I saw runneth in chalice and chalith. Okay, the chalice runneth over with blood money. A single coin is left in the chalice, unmelted and undamaged. It is unlike the others amongst, and it floats to the surface, carried by a steady flow of the blood. A wisdom token. Cool. Alright, what's this? It's our diary. You begin to piece together each torn journal page that you've collected. Full page in the diary. Alright, what does it say? Final entry. An empty sky leaves our prayers in vain. A solemn swear through darkened window panes. We confess our sins, flesh and blood, for we're buried deep and swept away by flood. Our ashes carried in the midnight wind. A bitter vow we wish we could rescind. A fallacy of hope to raise our spirits high, for we've dropped below and left there to die. And our praisable of worth, judged by our peers, a sign of affection as they wipe our tears. They bottle our blood and drink our sweat to build a future we don't deserve to get. And if the fires come to climb us all, the few brave souls that refuse to fall will echo through the walls of eternity to a future that the lily won't rise to see. We chase the demons of the past to build a kingdom that will never last. Upon sweat and tears, blood and bone, we build a place to call our home. Signed, the Madman. Is the Madman the one that did this? Maybe. I don't know. But I did it. I thought it was going to be like, alright, final secret question time. But I guess not. I'm not sure if this is actually it or not. Well, I guess that's yet to be seen. All right. Let us go. Let's go. I think we're out of here. The interrogation room. Oh, it's not done? Huh. You think you hear what sounds like someone flipping through pages in a heavy tome. You can't quite figure out where it's coming from. You don't see anyone else with you in the room. The game has been saved. Okay. One half of a noose rests on the table. The rope has been severed from the loop. One half of a noose rests on this table. The loop has been severed. What is this? Here rests pride. Pride will always comfort before the fall, and it will always create a long distance between two close people. Pride seeks to break us from the inside, but I assure you, no one has ever choked from swallowing their pride. Alright, what happened that time? Envy, gluttony, greed, sloth, lust, wrath, and pride. All things that grow within, all things we cannot and mustn't avoid entirely. They all have their place, and each have their uses. Everything in life is about balance. Exceeding these bounds of moderation builds a tower upon an unstable foundation, and we watch our kingdoms crumble if we stack them too high and heavy with any one of these. Oh, okay, I guess that's it. What else is back here? Help? Okay. That's a weird thing in the wall right there. Alright, what does this say? Words. What to? Knowledge and power. Knowledge. Metal clank. Chest are yours for the taking. Book of knowledge. Sorry, I just can't get it out of my head. I can't get it out of my head. I'm sorry. Just the... We have this Lamborghini here, like that guy, but I have knowledge. I can't get that out of my head. I can't. It's interesting you'd make a choice like that, Wanderer, especially considering how they're essentially the same thing. Yeah, knowledge is power. Well, that's saying, but power isn't knowledge. A stone plaque sits pressed against the wall. Chiseling has been lost time, and you can't quite make out what read. Alright, what do we have here? A twinkling light radiates from the crystallized object on the floor. Oh, she loves you! She loves you, Mr. King! There you go, she loves you. Yes, she does. Now come, Wanderer. Come hither at once. For it's finally time to meet the demon you've been chasing all this way. Okay. A blood-soaked journal sits atop the wooden table. It has a long list of questions with blank spaces for answers to be written. What would you like to do? You begin to read the questions from the journal. Perfect. Do you feel darkness inside of you? I feel like everyone does. Have you ever felt like you were destined for more than where life has taken you? No. Have you ever been so afraid of the future that you just stopped trying? No. Have you ever been concerned that you might have a fear of failure? No. Have you ever considered that you might have a fear of success? No. Do you value honesty above all else? Yes. Do you have a set of morals that others might consider questionable? No. Do you follow your own moral code? Yes. Do you believe that standing for what you believe in sometimes means standing alone? Absolutely. Are you afraid of where life may take you in the next several years? Not really afraid? No. Are you suffering inside right now? No. Do you ever wish that your words would fall onto ears that weren't so deaf? No. Do you ever feel like no one listens to you? I wouldn't say no one. Do you ever feel like you can understand others quite well, but others can't understand you? No, not really. Are you afraid of the unknown? No. Are you afraid of running out of time as life comes to an end before you manage to accomplish all things that you wish to accomplish? No, because you can't accomplish everything in your life, but when I die, I don't want to regret not making my choices. Like, I feel like not making the choices out of fear is the worst thing you could do, but of course you can't do everything, and I just want to know that I tried in the end. Are you afraid of surviving while your loved ones perish? I'm not afraid of it, it's just... that might happen in life, which... life doesn't always go the way that you want. And I wouldn't be afraid of it. It wouldn't be nice, but I wouldn't be afraid. Do you have a fear of abandonment? No. Do you carry around a lot of heartache from your past? No. Do you harbor resentment for others who have done you wrong? No. Would you say you have some regrets in life? Yeah, I feel like everybody does. If you could do it all over again, would you do anything differently? Absolutely not. Are you proud of who you've become? Yes. Do you feel like your choices and circumstances in life have made you who you are? Precisely, yes. Do you wish you would have been treated more fairly by others in the past? No. Do you strive to treat others better than you might have been treated? Absolutely, yes. Do you ever wish that you could help more people? I help who I can. Like, I'm glad I could help who I can. But do you wish that you could more easily help yourself? No, I help myself pretty easily. It doesn't need to be easier. Do you look forward to where life may take you? Yes. Do you ever feel like you aren't living up to your full potential? No. If you knew that following your dreams would end in certain success, would you do whatever it takes to pursue and achieve them? I am trying to pursue my dreams anyway, whether it would or not. If you could travel into the past or future but never return to the present, would you do it? No. Have you made peace with your past? Yes. Have you made peace with your current circumstances? Yes. Are you afraid of what conflict may arise in the future? No. If you could work twice as much as you do now and reap twice the amount of benefits from doing so, would you do it? I want to make sure I'm happy, and I'm working as hard as I can right now, but I would destroy myself if I work twice as hard for twice the benefits. Like, that's kind of how life works. If you work harder, you get more out of it. So, no, because you can't just work yourself to death either. There's a balance. Do you ever wish that you could be forgiven for the wrong that you've done? No. Do you sometimes blame yourself even when things may not be your fault? No, not really. Do you feel that people place blame on you more often than they should? No. Would you enjoy an entire month of solitude, no communication with the outside world? I'd be okay with it. Do you wish your life turned out differently thus far? No. Are you proud of what you managed to accomplish? Yes. Do you feel like you could have accomplished more than what you've already had thus far? Of course I could have. Am I sad about it? No, but could I have? Probably. Have you felt that you're wasting your potential in life? No. You ever get the sense that you have a hidden talent and undiscovered potential just waiting to break free? I feel like everybody has something that they're really good at. Is that something I really think about, that I have some crazy hidden talent? No. Have you ever felt like there was something especially unique about you that you just can't place your finger on? Like, everybody's unique. Everybody has... I don't know. Do you have a difficult time trusting others? No. Do you ever get the sense that your mind works differently from others? Well, of course, everybody's mind works differently from each other. Have you ever wanted to make other people happier than the world has made you? Yes. If I told you that everything is going to be okay, would you believe me? Yeah, I believe everything works out. On the final page, there was a small token. Wisdom token. Cool. There seems to be one final question hidden away. If there was a set of switches on the wall, each of them with a color and a number designated to them, with no other indicator to what other switches did, what switch would you choose for? Red 1. Decision has been noted. Just because red's my favorite color. Alright, let's go. Let's open the door. Upon a rotting house. Smell of mold. Now you reside in, unlike any that you've ever experienced before. There's unmistakably overabundant dampness, an exuberant amount of humidity that hangs heavy in this room. To add to the already overwhelming amount of discomfort that this chamber brings, the sound of water constantly dripping from the ceiling and walls is enough to drive someone mad if given enough time. Your game has been saved. Okay. Nice kitchen. It's fairly filthy, but kept in terms remain intact and unbroken. Above the old stove contains a wall of iron pots and cooking utensils. Interestingly enough, the cooking utensils appear to be unused and in good condition. Sink. Sour stench arises from the drain and mixes with the smell of hanging garlic and herbs. An old crusty stale bread sits on the countertop. Small jars of various liquid rest next to the bread. That's cool. Tired piece of parchment hangs on the wall containing ripped recipe of various meals. Below the parchment rests a butcher's block coated in blood. Moldy ingredients on the rest of the kitchen. Crate seems to contain grains. Okay, contains cabbage. Spiders made their home between the leaves. Various cobweb. Contains self-preserved fish heads. Ugh. Is that carrots? Odd mix of carrots and peppers. Okay. What is that? Broken grass with chunks of flesh and heaps of blood still rest on the old splintered oak table. Cobwebs cling to the stools around the table and legs of the chair. Seem to have been chewed apart by some small critter, adding to their degradation. An old painting of dark figure stands in front of a castle sits on the wall. The figures of the painting are faceless, so you can feel them watching you. What's that? An ash-smudged map of lands you've never seen or heard of rests on the wall. Nothing about the lands or travel routes seem familiar to you. Okay. Dust clock. Grease and grime are caked upon its face. Stopped and frozen on 5:55. Oh, hi. There's no more questions? I just realized that. There's no more questions in this room. Here's a token. Voice echo in my mind. When you're feeling pain, take the time to ponder what's hurting and why it's hurting. What you've done to deserve it, and how you got in the position you're in. Life is trying to teach you a very valuable lesson. You'll be forced to relearn this lesson over and over and over again, if you don't take time to learn properly the first time. You've paid tribute and received a blessing of wisdom. Decision has been noted. Alright, hi Mr. King. How's it going? The unworldly king sits alone at a decrepit wooden table, lost deep in thought. He pays no attention to you as you approach. Yet he mumbles quietly to himself, just loud enough for you to make out a few words. The king's eyes shift violently towards the crystalline petal collection that you've acquired on your journey. The king fixates on the petals for a moment, then averts his gaze from yours as the room goes dark and still. Huh. I've been expecting you, Wanderer. At long last, you've arrived. I presume you know very little of the petals you hold. Well, let me share with you the tale of how they came to be. There's a story of a lonely man who lives in a very lonely, dreary, grey world, where everything is dull, drab, and melancholy. The air, bitter. The sky, blackened. The dark sky looms and filled with darker clouds. The desolate land in which the man treads is nothing but flat and endless. There lies no clear direction to travel, no destination in the bleak landscape. The atmosphere encompassing this realm has a distinct void of purpose, and all who wander here are most certainly lost. The man walks through these fields each and every day alone, until one very special day in the middle of these dreary fields, he discovers something full of color and life. Something vibrant, something which radiates rare and special glow unlike anything he's ever seen before. He looks carefully and approaches upon what seems to be causing this phenomena. Before him sits a flower, but not just any flower, mind you. No. This flower is special. This beautiful, intoxicating flower is unlike anything he's ever seen before. It radiates a positive energy, a powerful aura. Upon seeing this flower, the man feels instantaneously euphoric. He lays down next to the flower and admires its beauty, basking in the constant flow of energy it gives him. He wonders, how can something with such beauty as this exist in a world engulfed in seemingly endless darkness and gloom? And with that, he spends as much time as he can with the flower, until the sun inevitably sets. And darkness begins to fall. It's time to go home. It's time to leave and say goodbye. The man crawls to his feet and dusts himself off. A few more brushes of his attire, and he feels noticeably happier than he did before coming upon the flower. He then walks home and enters his small wood-built house. Gets to his bed, made of rough wooden covers. Wait, woolen, not wooden covers. What? Okay. And tries his best to get some sleep. He closes his eyes, and at long last, the last thought on his mind, before slipping into unconsciousness, is the flower. And the flower is what he dreams on that night. When he awakens from his incredible dream of spending more time with the flower, he decides to get dressed and immediately return to the field in which he sat, in which he saw the thing that radiated such vibrance and beauty, hoping that it would still be there waiting for him. After traveling, he arrives in the field, and there the flower still remains. So the man happily lays down next to the flower once more. Just as he had done the day before, he begins to enjoy the energy that the flower pours into him, admiring the petals endlessly. And then, darkness falls once more. The man begins to leave, but this time, less satisfied than before. He arrives at home, gets into bed, and tries to sleep, but this offers too different experience than the previous night. He closes his eyes, the man is restless. He's uncomfortable. He's perturbed. And he has a difficult time falling asleep because the flower that makes him so happy isn't with him anymore. The flower is somewhere else, in some field, growing in such a dark world all on its own, and he too is all on his own. The man begins to bellow and weep, until eventually he cries himself to sleep. He awakes in the morning, immediately gets dressed in whatever clothing he can find, and bolts out the door to the field, not slowing his pace even for a moment until he arrives. He leaps onto their floor and lays with the flower all day long, enjoying the energy that radiates, just as he did in the days prior. And just as the days prior had ended, the darkness falls once again. The man gets up and begins to walk home, saddened and burdened with a heavy heart, but something calls him back. Feeling in the pit of his stomach a hold in his heart. He turns back to the flower, and he plucks it from the soil which has grown its entire life. He puts it into his pocket and hurries home excitedly. He lays in bed with a smile on his face and sets the flower on his pillow. He begins to admire the beauty of the petals at night, as they continue to bring him so much joy, so much bliss that he'd never had the pleasure of feeling before. The man is beyond content. For the first time in his life, in this dark, ugly world, the man is happy. For now he gets to spend all this time with the flower. He gets to enjoy it constantly, whenever and however he'd like, never having to say goodbye. As the day goes on, they quickly turn to nights, and the nights quickly turn back into days. After a week has passed, his heart is full to the brim. The man notices something about the flower that he hadn't realized before. The glow it once had has begun to fade. The color was once so vibrant had begun to grow pale. The leaves that were once so lively and green had begun to wilt, and the stem from which it held so high above the ground had become soft and started to rot. The flower was dying, and the man knew what was coming next. He watered it profusely. He nurtured it gingerly. The man did everything he could to save the flower from impending doom. But in the end, the days turned to weeks, as the air grew colder and colder, increasingly bitter. The flower had lost its petals, and the stem lost its colors. The flower lost its energy, and then all of the happiness in the world had been sucked out and blown like ashes to the wind. The flower died. The man lamented. He wailed. He cried tears heavy to match the burden and pain within his heart. For the only thing that had ever made him happy in life, or had ever filled that void within himself, was now gone. And the man now knew deep within his soul that it was never coming back. He killed the thing that he loved and treasured so dear because he wanted and craved it so badly. He wanted it for himself. His selfishness, his greed, his possession killed the flower, and he never could know happiness again. I killed her. I killed her vibrance, her beauty, her radiant energy. I plucked her from what she needed to grow and be herself. Like a candle burning in the windswept corridor, I carelessly snuffed out the flame that once shone so bright and lit the way to a better, brighter, happier future for all. Instead of enjoying my flower for what she was, instead of being appreciative of the time I had with her, I just couldn't have been content with the circumstances. I plucked her from the very source that she needed in order to flourish and grow. I sought to possess her, and in turn, I lost her forever. My flower is no longer what she once was when I came to know her, but instead left as an empty, soulless husk of her former self. And now, so am I. Thank you for that story, King. Thank you. If only I sought to appreciate rather than possess, she would still bless the world with her radiant beauty. My beautiful, unique, rare little flower. The only thing that ever brought me joy. And now I sit, alone. All alone, atop my throne of nothing. The crown atop my head of emptiness, only to match my heart. Isn't it funny? If I had not been so selfish, I could have had it all. But because all is what I wanted, nothing is what I got. I deserve my emptiness. I implore you to heed my warning. For if you make the same mistakes I have, that have wrought me this life of misery, then you surely deserve the same fate that hath begotten this old, bitter, lonely king. Now leave your petals upon the table. Walk away from them once and for all. Leave them before me. Leave them with me before they consume your soul too. I'll leave the petals. You scrounge together all your crystalline petals and place them gently on the wooden table before the king. They begin to shake, tremble, and form into shapes before your very eyes. Oh, is it a flower? You are wise beyond your years. You are smarter, better than I could have ever hoped to be. Our fates will not be shared on this day. Goodbye, Mr. King! Alright, let's go. The Halls of Reflection. Okay. You can hear fire crackling in the distance and feel warmth of its flame, the warmth its flame provides. The room smells clean and pure as though it's been well maintained and actively lived in. Alright. A piece of parchment. It contains a list of names you've never heard of. Strangely, of all names to appear have been written upside down. Or is the paper upside down? Fireplace rages on. Cobwebs cling tight and refuse to burn. There's no way a fireplace could stay lit for this long period of time with the current state it's in. Someone has been here recently. Hi, teddy bear. Stone chair is positioned tightly against the wall. In its seat, a peculiar figure. It remains idle, you get the sense that it's watching every move you decide to make. Something rests in the hands of the figure. Inspect the figure's hands. It's holding a small coin. Cool. Decision has been noted. Hey, what's up? Whole unholy statue stands before you. Radiates dark energy amidst great heat. What would you like to do? Toss all your coins in the belly statue. Sure. Toss all your wisdom coins. You hear a dark voice echo off the walls of your mind. You've come this far. Take a good hard look in the mirror. You deserve to know the truth. You've earned your reflection. You have paid tribute, and you'll get exactly what you deserve. Your decision has been noted. Your mark has been left. Okay. What time is it? 7:06. Okay. That's interesting. Anything over here? No? We'll go to that mirror eventually. Alright, what's this? Old plaque. There are only 4 names. 3 of them are names you never heard of, and the final name is yours. Oh, are those the ones that have made it? Cool. Fresh fruit sits in a bowl on the table beneath some tattered tapestries. The fruit seems like it was just picked and washed this morning. There's no sight of bugs or pests looking into the bowl and no signs of decay. Okay, let's do it. The Watcher. This is it, Wanderer. This is what you've been waiting for. Every decision you made led you to this moment. Now, gaze upon the mirror and tell me what you see. Pressed against the wall sits a mystical mirror swirling with radiant magics. You can see many different images contorting themselves with twisted nether. Would you like to look deeper? Gaze in the mirror. Okay. Mirror, mirror, show to thee what secrets have been hidden from me. Show me weakness, show me strength. Describe in detail, tell in length. Show me what I've been afraid to see. Show me who I'm afraid to be. Show me everything reflected true. Show me why I've come to you. I don't know how reading fast I'm able to knock that out, but it'll have like a sentence that just sits there and I cannot pronounce it for nothing. I don't know. You gaze deeply into the mirror at your own reflection. What reflects back at you are the answers you seek. Deep within the mirror, a reflection is formed. It has been revealed to you. The reflection of the shackled. Huh. The story of the shackled is an interesting one to say the least. It is said long ago a great wizard of incredible fame and world renown fell madly in love with a woman. who did not seem to share mutual feelings with his yearning. The wizard was said to be able to cast any spell with ease, amaze an audience with his arcane prowess, and fix any problem with a flick of his wrist or a snap of his fingers. That was until he met a beautiful baker woman whose shop he managed to find himself in during his travels, far, far from his home. The woman looked at him as an ordinary man, unlike everyone else who gazed upon his wondrous robes. She saw him for who he truly was inside, which was interesting because without the magnificence of his magic, he was actually quite dull and boring soul, to be honest. She cared not for his magic or spells, not for his sorcery or arcane power, but that power was all that the wizard had ever known. Through dedicating his life to learning magic as a way to solve all of his problems, the wizard had no time or energy to build his character along the way. It was his lack of character that spelled doom for any potential romantic dealings with the baker woman. He considered casting a love spell in an attempt to enthrall her desire, but he knew that if his spell were ever to wear off, she'd look at him with such disdain and resentment for forcing her to love him for what he wasn't, instead of who he could have been. So the wizard shackled himself with powerful bonds that prevented him from using magic, so that when he encountered a problem, he has to think of alternate ways to fix it, or simply accept it for what it was. This is all in an effort to build character, to entice the love and fixation of the woman he loved so dearly. And as time went on, he found himself broke, coinless, and thrown aside, forgotten by society. For without his magic, he was worth nothing to the crowds and audiences paid to see work his sorcery. Without his magic, he was of no use to anyone. And while this pained him greatly, he never took the shackles off, constantly pursuing this journey to build himself into a character that would draw the adoration of this baker woman. One day, when the man was traveling down the crossroads just outside town, a group of ruffians ambushed him and stole everything they could get their hands on. He was now left naked and beaten, laying in the crossroads, taking his final breaths when a figure emerged from the shadows. It was the baker woman. She quickly rushed to his side and questioned why he was chained and bound, and why he didn't use his magic to fight off his assailants, to which he relied to build character. When the baker woman heard of the struggle and hardship that the wizard had gone through just to earn her love and adoration, she unshackled him and pressed her lips to his. For the effort he put into building himself into a character that the woman could love was far more powerful than any love spell he could ever accomplish. She felt so awful and embarrassed for not realizing the truth sooner that she sobbed into his chest and they held each other closely in the dirt. For the wizard didn't need to build character at all. For he had character all along, yet the baker woman just couldn't see past all the glitz and glamour, much like the rest of the world who looked upon the wizard. She encouraged him to continue with his magic and earn the favor of the crowds and audiences once again, as they set off to get married and lived happily ever after. Now the reflection of the shackled represents someone who knows that they have something special inside of them, and they have kept it stuffed down for one reason or another. If you receive the reflection of the shackled, that means you're most likely suppressing something incredibly important about yourself. Huh. Either you're attempting to be someone you're not, so that others may like you, or you've convinced yourself you're not good enough as you are, and you need to do something different, or be something different in life. Huh. It can also mean that you're not letting your confidence shine through for the fear of sounding arrogant or intimidating others by your greatness. Oftentimes, even though we may have some insecurities within ourselves, we can still feel confident in some areas, but we don't let it show as often as we should. The honest truth is, the right people will love you exactly as you are. If they can't see past your exterior, show them your interior and let them know that you are multidimensional. You don't have to be someone you aren't just to satisfy others, but you should also reveal a bit more about yourself to others without fearing the consequences of it, because you've got a beautiful soul that deserves to be set free. Remove the shackles you placed on yourself and take comfort in knowing that any fears, worries, or concerns you have are nothing but bonds holding you back from accomplishing what you want. You have nothing to be afraid of, for you are a grand prize to be admired by those deserving of your true self. Let go of whatever's holding you back and shine your unique and special life brighter than you ever had before, unapologetically and unwaveringly. Not only do you deserve this destiny, but others will be better off for knowing the true you too. Your secret word is shackled. Remember this word, for it will benefit you greatly if you decide to use it. Hi! Sometimes the mirror reflects something within your soul, and sometimes the mirror reflects the reverse of what resides inside of you. Both factors are of equal value. It's up to you to interpret whether your reflection shows your reality, or the reverse of it, Wanderer. So pay heed and listen to my words, for the mirror never lies. I will free you from the confines of this place once and for all. You are free to do as you please from this point onward. I wish you best of luck in your journey forward, Wanderer, for it is now time for you to do some reflection of your very own. Alright. You've discovered 7 out of 7 deadly sins. You discovered 3 out of 23 butterflies, 18 out of 18 torn journal pages, 21 out of 21 crystalline petals. You discovered 7 out of 7 artifacts. You discovered 7 out of 8 relics. What? I missed one? There are far more hidden secrets left for you to uncover, but this particular journey must end here. Your result has been based off of many different variables and vary with each playthrough, depending on multitudes of factors. There are 5 separate endings to uncover and many secrets layered throughout each room that can only be found by clever exploration. We hope you enjoyed your experience here and have learned a little more about how your brain works when presented with various scenarios and options to choose from. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we are currently working on called Chasing Demons, which you can find on Steam. In the meantime, we'd like to recommend our title called The Advisor to you. We feel it provides great opportunity for the player/developer interaction and allows players to cast their vote on where the story should head. It's a choices matter style game that has never been done before, as you, the player, are responsible for how the story is written in future episodes. We'll also be taking some time, taking your name from the comments and placing it in the credits of our upcoming RPG title as a thank you for your participation and support. We really, truly appreciate you, and we look forward to reading your words and thoughts. If you left your secret word for us in other titles, we've read your feedback and it's helped us construct this project, as well as other titles that we're currently developing. We'll always read every comment we get. You won't go unnoticed. If you'd like to support us by playing other projects, leave your secret words for us. We'd greatly appreciate it, and leave a link to the other games on our main title screen. It's never too late to get involved in your secret words, even if left on previously released projects, it will still be used for future projects. Again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope you got some form of enjoyment from the experiences we create. That was awesome! Oh, we'd like to give a very special shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us through other titles. It has really meant so much to us longtime fans, and the amount of joy you bring to us. Content and community support is second to none. Thank you for being you, and we really hope you get Punch and None at sometime in the future. We really wish you the best in your future endeavors, and may your life be flooded with happiness you deserve. If you go to our title screen, click on our other games, you'll find a link to Markiplier's new amazing project in Space Markiplier. Please show Mark some love and support. He's worked tirelessly and diligently in this passion project to bring it to audiences over the world for free. You definitely won't be disappointed. Aww. Thanks. Yeah, go support them. Go support Markiplier. Go support these creators too. They're awesome. Feel free to check out our other titles. If you wish to support us further, we always love and appreciate your support, and it helps us a ton. You can find our games on title screen under our other games. Thank you. We wish you a wonderful day and look forward to reading your comments and seeing your names as we include them in future titles and credits. Until next time, Random Studios. Wow. Alright, there's our credits. Great job, everybody. Great job. That game was awesome. Seriously, I'm so glad I played this. I know so much more about myself on the inside. So much. But yeah, I just answered the questions, and maybe you guys got a bit more of an insight as to me as a person. Maybe I'm a terrible person. Maybe I'm a good person. Hopefully that was entertaining nonetheless for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Seriously, go support in Space Markiplier and go support these creators. There's a link in the description below. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see ya!